attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome to your second edition of this season's 2024 Before the Whistle. We have a special guest with us tonight, and I'm probably setting you up for like ultimate failure or ultimate disappointment. But me personally, I'm so excited. And the boys offset told me that, hey, man, no matter what, just know that you're going to look great on camera, right? Because of your counterpart tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, without further ado, I'm so happy and yet so disappointed at the same time to introduce to you Mr. Wes Coach Smith. Blue, hey, the camera's here. Yep, the camera's here. Turn around. The camera's here. Yep.
Is it post-game show already?
I know it's been a while for you, but the camera's actually the camera's actually.
I thought we were doing the post-game show.
Are you going to pull a player over and interview them? They haven't played a game yet.
I thought that's what they were doing right here.
They haven't played a snap yet.
Man, I'm off. I thought James Sandlin already had somebody out here at center court.
I thought they would have a third chair for James. Now our chairs are all messed up. I thought we would have a third chair for James Sandlin, but he's not here. It's just you and me, baby.
Who put my chair that way? Was it?
It's just you and me. I feel like you're front and center. Am I too
here,
far
let's
over?
Get over here. Come
Who
over
set
here
these
with
chairs?
Come over here.
Should we get closer? Josh,
oh my God.
Josh, we're moving in for close-ups tonight. It's been too long.
Am I on before the whistle?
Yes, you're not on. You know the drill. You're actually on a real TV show.
Oh my gosh!
Called Before the Whistle.
This has upgraded tremendously since I was last on here. Like, we've got these.
Has it?
Yeah, last time we had those chairs that, like, if I leaned a little bit this way, it was going to fall over on me, like, and they swiveled. And this was like, I feel secure right now.
Don't speak too soon. It's pretty soon, bro. We've got these lights. We have lights here.
Look at that.
We have lights. We were probably about 4 minutes early, if you consider actual start time of 6:30, the time we were supposed to actually be here.
Yeah.
Got here at 6. We didn't get any alarming text from Josh.
I was worried about that.
Well, he knew you were here. He was like,
man,
6:29 and 30 seconds. Blue will be sitting down in that seat ready to go.
I have to give it to Josh. I showed up. I pulled into the Hometown 24, the HT 24 parking lot at 3:15 p.m. today. You were still educating the youth of America.
That's right.
And I pulled into the parking lot, and there was this red Audi that some weird guy drives in the parking lot.
Okay.
And I walked up to the door, and it was locked. And Josh does that from time to time. He's afraid like the boogeyman or somebody's going to come in and get him. I don't know if he's afraid like that Heather's going to walk in and like think that he's working, but he's actually napping on his couch or what. But and then hunting, looking at that game camera he's got on his property. But then all of a sudden David Thacker pulls up, and he's like, they're already at the field. So I'm impressed with Josh. He was here at least 3 o'clock.
Whoa.
Is that true? Was Josh here at 3 o'clock?
He's up in the Skyview VIP box. You haven't been to the new facility yet, huh?
Not. Well, yes, I have. I've been to the penthouse that Josh has.
Yeah, the Skyview VIP.
Skyview.
Yeah, they'll bring you a bottle up there at halftime.
Bottle of what?
I actually have a sparkler coming out the top.
Really?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I just have to say, I texted you. I texted you earlier today, Winston, and I asked you to bring me a gift just because I tuned into this show last week with you and James, and I was so excited because two of my favorite people, two of my favorite guys to ever see on the TV camera is on TV. And it's the new Knott County Central Field, this new facility. It's beautiful.
Yep.
And I was ready. I was on my couch, and I was like, this is a freaking party. I'm pumped. But there wasn't any party. Like, there was no – so I had to bring –
There's a party.
I had to bring – I think this needs to be a party.
God.
I think this needs to be a party.
Are we going to hold we have to talk about some stuff.
New field.
I don't even like this.
New field, new facility.
Is this to a new life?
I don't know if these sparklers even work.
Where did you get these, bro?
I found them on my porch.
Hey!
Look at that new field.
Hey!
It's a party in Knott County Central.
Hey!
Manus Blair's looking over here like we're doing something
yeah.
illegal. I don't know what he's thinking we're doing.
We stick these in the top of a water bottle and deliver it up to the VIP section up there at the Skyview box for Josh Cornett. Mine's already out. It's already out.
Yeah, I think we.
These came out of that RV.
Oh, hey!
That RV store that's up by Raven Rock is where these came from.
Yeah, I don't know where these came from. I'm gonna be
And
honest.
it has the no smoking sign outside of the front door of the RV.
I kind of hope it goes out. I'm nervous.
Mine went out.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm sure it'll spark back up. I hate to put that on this new turf. Sorry if your turf catches on fire and burns these black beads up.
Look there, I'm out now. That's good. I was getting nervous.
Are you feeling party now? Festive?
I feel like it's more of a party.
Are you ready to talk some football?
We should, shouldn't we? This is a football game.
We open it up really easy for you. You know how it goes. I like to lead you into this because, for lack of a better term, you need shown the way. You're slow.
Great point. Yeah. Great point.
Tomorrow, we are finally within a 24-hour time period here. Not only do we have an exciting week of Week 2 high school football, but we also are entering the full-blown Week 1 of college football. And I know you were an avid UK fan. Me and you were both avid UK fans. I've had a couple people reach out to me this week, namely my father, who is an extreme UK fan. Shout out to my mom and dad who are watching back home in Mayking. But
hey, Arlie and Kat.
James Sandlin and I both predicted the Cats at 7-5 last week, and I know you've seen the schedule, and you know we got to go to Texas, and you know we get Georgia at home. You know we got to go through this gauntlet of a schedule that includes multiple high-ranked teams, including also Ole Miss. So where are you at? Go ahead and give me. I've got another question for you, but let's real quickly go ahead and give me where you're at as far as what you think the University of Kentucky Wildcats are capable of this season.
I actually really hate to agree with you on my first episode back.
Wow.
But first episode back, and
first
I'm agreeing.
question.
But first question. But I've got us at 7 wins, I think.
Yeah.
It scares me a little bit because, like you said, I look at that schedule, man, and you're seeing, for the first time ever, Texas on this SEC schedule.
Yep.
You've got Georgia at home. You got a lot of these home games that, you like to take advantage at home, but they're tough games. And Week 2, you got South Carolina.
Yep.
So, that's a little bit scary. I guess technically Week 3, Week 2 for UK, you got South Carolina.
Right.
But that's a little bit scary to me. So I say 7 wins, but Winston, I feel like 7's not even going to be right. I feel like they're either going to exceed expectations.
Yeah.
We got a new roster coming in here. You got Vandergriff, quarterback, all these guys. Or I think it could majorly blow up the other way.
Well, I don't know if you caught this week, but SEC analyst mentioned that if Vandergriff performs at the 5-star level that he actually went to Georgia with, that our team has the capability of absolutely shocking everybody. Which, the receiving core is amazing.
Yep.
You get Dane Key, you got Barry and Brown. Backfield is always going to be great, but we bolstered it up with running back transfer from Ohio State. So it's like, in the defense is great, of course, anchored by Deion Walker. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, do I see us? I don't think we come out and flop.
I don't think.
I mean, I
especially
think
at the
six.
start.
I think 6 is your ceiling. I mean, your
floor.
four. But I think 8 is absolutely got to be your ceiling. So yeah, it's like just safe to say 7 and 5.
Only my hopes have it back to those years, Winston. I always go back when I think about these new rosters and new teams and the excitement around UK. Man, some of those years we had, like with Andre Woodson and Dickie Lyons Jr. and DeMario Ford and those guys, Winston Guy Jr. on defense. Man, the excitement we had at UK. We beat, I think Louisville was number 14. We beat them at home. We beat number 1 LSU at home. Man.
I watched. Those were in the same year. Yeah, that was Andre Woodson.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched us come back and beat Louisville in a tiny dorm room at Eastern University.
Eastern University in a tiny dorm room.
Don't ask why.
I'm not going to. I wasn't going to go there. Yep.
Thanks. Okay. My dad brought up an interesting point. Is that my dad brought up a great point this week, and I didn't realize this, but the game is forever changing and we're altering. And like I think about how much softball has changed and helping Addie's little team and coaching her team. It's like you watch NCAA softball now and baseball and major leagues. And like now they have these communication devices, on their ears, and they can literally get their pitches. They get their, where's this ball going to go? Where's it coming to? Right in the headset. And this year, offensive coordinators are going to be communicating directly to quarterbacks out on the field. And, to the people out there that's ever been frustrated with Mark Stoops' offensive play calling, trust me, we use every second of that play clock at times.
Yeah.
And we have always been this want to be run first, smash mouth football, which is often frustrating for people.
It is.
And you can take that all the way back to Joker days where we're running bubble screens forever. But now, could that all possibly change with the communication? And we have this great new offensive coordinator from Boise State. Could that all change with now the direct communication? There's no need for the huddle. There's no need for sideline signs that have been ridiculous over the years. And some dude on the sideline, backup quarterback wearing multiple different colored hats. We now have this direct communication. Do you think, does that help UK in this scheme that they need in order to compete in the SEC with Vandergriff, and we know the potential, the 5-star potential he has, or does that really not affect anything in that Stoops is going to be what he's going to be?
I think it helps to an extent. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about that headset is just what you said, being able to, you can almost speed the game up a little bit because you're not having to, you don't have to huddle as long, talk about as much. And so teams like Tennessee come to mind first who already play fast.
Yeah, right.
And this isn't as big of an advantage for them as what it is for.
And it's on the defensive side of the ball, too. So our DC can now communicate directly with the linebacker. One player. Yeah, so, I mean, I think for the teams that play fast, it only allows those that don't catch up a little bit. Is that right?
I think so. The only thing that scares me is it's almost that using the play clock, run, ground, and pound is part of the SEC identity too, right?
Sure, sure.
So, I worry a little bit about that, and we've had offensive coordinators in the past that we had these hopes of maybe airing it out a little more, playing a little faster, and it's not always happened. So the question, I think, is some of that Mark Stoops that is slowing this down with the coordinators?
Right.
And I think this is a telltale season with it. You've got a season where Mark Stoops almost wasn't here this year as the head coach. And so,
what a weird offseason.
Weird offseason.
Go from not here, not suspended, punished. Just weird. Great recruiting class. Hold on to a bunch of guys that didn't transfer. Hold on to some guys that didn't go pro. And so it's just been a weird offseason. I will say in Stoops' era, is this not just one of the strangest? And it's scary but it's also exciting.
Well, and it almost reminds me of what we went through with basketball with John Calipari.
Sure.
We talk about this year with Cal. Everybody needs to watch out because, Cal in a corner can be dangerous. I think this is that for Stoops, right? He was, with as weird of an offseason as it was, he brings back these players, great recruiting class. He has to prove himself this year, right? Like, he's got a chip on his shoulder.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of, I think you somehow worked in basketball.
I had to.
And that is not on this list.
I had to.
I know you do, and you're guilty of it every time. That's what your producer says. No matter what, you work in basketball. We don't care, Josh.
Sorry.
We don't care. Top 10 players.
We do care. Please still pay us, but yes.
Top 10 players. Bring me a hot dog. Top 10 players and top 10 teams in the region, prospective region of the 14 region released earlier this week. I would like to think that Hometown 24 was the first media outlet to release that information. And I will say that I'm really proud of my guys. I'm taking the opportunity to brag on our program is that for the first time in a very long time, probably maybe, I don't know how long, Jenkins snuck in the top 10, and I want to say thank you to those coaches of the 14th region for allowing my guys to be selected as a top 10 team preseason in the 14th region. Now you got to go prove it, but that was a big deal for us. And shout out to our great friend Casey Huff, who's number 4 preseason rankings. We got a great district, three teams in the top 10 in the respective region. So.
Being a former head coach in that district at Jim Buchanan and being an assistant coach at Knott Central, I love seeing that battle back to where you've got Knott, Letcher, Jenkins that literally can compete all together that's amazing for the district. It's great for the region.
Going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. But and the last thing I'll say about high school basketball is if you've not seen those two lists, if you've not seen the list of girls, teams, and players, go to Hometown 24, check it out. Those lists are there. Leave us a good comment. No negative comments. Nothing but goodness and positivity on the Hometown 24 page. But go check those out. It was voted on by coaches, so there's nobody to be mad at, except for maybe your coach. Don't be mad at me. But they're there. And speaking of high school sports, we got very quickly your Friday rundown from last week, from what was week 1 in KHSAA football. And not really any huge surprises, I will say. Some that hurt. But not a huge surprise. So we had Knott versus Jenkins. Of course, that was here in Hyman, 48-0. And just to give you a rundown of those statistics really quick and give our guys locally a shout-out, Carson Simpson's finished 3 for 4 behind center with 2 touchdowns. Gage Short finished 1 of 1 with 1 touchdown. Zeke Hurley rushed for 75 yards and a touchdown. Shane Gibson with the touchdown. And, of course, receiving a name that we will see brought up over and over and over, and a kid I love on the hardwood is a kid by the name of Chance Ambergy with the touchdown. Mason Ambergy with the touchdown. Brody Short with the touchdown. One of the most impressive stats, and this is crazy because you see this a lot in high school football now, not a lot of teams kick extra points.
Yeah.
Settles was 6 for 6.
That's amazing.
I think it's great.
That's amazing.
And Jason Ambergy with 7 tackles, and then, of course, Dylan Combs and Gavin Mosley chipped in with a pick each. And so big statistical night on paper for the Knott County Central Patriots. Any of those names stand out to you? You know a couple of those kids.
I know a few of those kids from the hardwood days here at Knott County Central and in the classroom here. And, it makes me really happy to see a lot of those guys being an impact, not only on the hardwood but in football. You don't see that a lot. You see it more often now than you used to, I think.
Yeah.
But seeing guys who literally stand out in both, I think is amazing.
And I think you're getting that more. I know the field and the facility was a great, huge deal for Knott County Central, and from my understanding, they got a couple more guys, athletes out that probably wasn't playing before.
Why would you not want to play on this? This is amazing.
It's like playing on a cushion. It's like playing on a cloud.
Yes.
And then we had, of course, from local scores, my man Matt Chandler just down the road. If you take 80, right, just down the road. Hazard versus Martin, and Hazard comes out on top 51-20, and their new coach, head coach Matt Chandler, came out 1-0. And, of course, probably not even having to mention, Max Pelfrey went off this game, throws for 289 yards and 4 touchdowns. Memphis Blankenship returning in the backfield for the Hazard Bulldogs, 142 yards on the ground and toted it for 1 touchdown. And in the receiving game, I thought was extremely impressive, 2 guys that finished for 100 yards in catch catching the football and Friday for the Dogs. Gavin Johnson with 113 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Connor Holbrook with 109 and 1. And then Jagger Fields on the defensive side of the football, 10 tackles, and David Napier with the takeaway. You're happy for Coach Matt Chandler?
Happy for Coach Matt Chandler, and I'm really happy to see, not taking anything away from previous coaches at any of these schools, but it's so happy to see. I lived out in Western Kentucky for a while in Madisonville, and one of the things they talk about is Eastern Kentucky football.
Right.
How powerful it is, strong, and they feel like these teams are good, we're fast, and then we go to Eastern Kentucky to these teams like Hazard, Belfry, Johnson Central, and we just get demolished. But seeing the Hazard Bulldogs and teams like that making their rise back up in Eastern Kentucky football and not letting just certain teams in Eastern Kentucky dominate, I'm happy for that. So hats off to Matt. I feel like he's got the energy back around the Hazard program.
That's the one thing that I will say, and you and I both know, is that, part of this game, in coaching is like, I had a great coach back in the day. I won't mention his name, but he said perception is reality. If I'm perceiving, even if I'm really not as good, or if I'm trying to make a name for this team, I'm trying to build back up from where they were, I'm trying to improve, I'm putting out the perception that we are good.
Absolutely.
And we may be.
Yep.
But I'm putting out that perception, and I'm feeding it, not
Absolutely.
just to your kids, but to the masses. Now, it can get you in trouble, but at the same time, if you do it, you start out 1-0, you score 51 points, your quarterback goes off, man, you get it going, and then your team is capable of doing things that you never thought possible.
Yep.
So they got a big one tonight. They're going to Harlem, which we're going to talk about in your prophecies coming up a little bit later. Okay.
Prophecies.
Get ready. Kind of a shocker, not a shocker, is I think people were shocked not by the outcome, but the score. Letcher County Central played Shelby Valley last night, and Letcher Central, the Cougs just ran away with the ball, like 47-12. They were playing a former player and excellent player, Peyton Combs, but Gunnar Holbrook finishes for 186 and 3 touchdowns. Brett Smith, and again, I'll mention it again because I'm so impressed by it, a 400-meter dash champion, state champion.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theater.
Who I thought would kind of be Q Williams and still could be that guy. 93 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground for the Cougars last week, who's also been showing out. He also shows out on the defensive side of the ball. Gunnar Holbrook also had 20 yards on the ground with the touchdown. It's impressive to see a guy go both ways. And then receiving, Keeston Branham, who led him in receiving last year, one of Gunnar's favorite targets, finishes with the touchdown. Gavin Brown, who I call Speedy, 55 yards and a touchdown. And Jet Outlaw, young guy coming up, 28 yards and a touchdown. And then Speedy on the defensive side of the ball had 10 tackles. So shout out to those performances by the Cougars last week. And pretty impressed. I'm not sure how they're fared this week. We'll get into a little bit later. They travel to Raceland, perennial 1A superpower. But initial thoughts on the Cougars' performance last week?
No, it makes me excited, Winston. Letcher Central has been teetering in that right direction with football. The excitement's been back around it. And, you being a Whitesburg native, I know you feel it and
Sure.
hear it. So seeing that, I was a little bit surprised, like you said, at that score.
Have to be.
And if I'm not mistaken, Shelby Valley was in their division was ranked.
Yes.
And then to see Letcher kind of run away with it like that,
Yeah, Shelby Valley's had a great run over the past couple of years. Of course, lost their star quarterback to graduation, but still a great team returning. And for Letcher Central to do that at Ermine last week on the Hill was pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
And I'm giving myself another shout-out. It was only because I cut their track that they ran out to. That's the whole reason.
We were talking about this the other day, and I want to bring this up really quick. I know you got a time schedule here, and I'm trying to mess it up. But anyway.
Thank you.
Letcher Central, if I'm not mistaken, since we're talking about the Cougars, we've been talking a lot about turf in some of our other Hometown 24 stuff. Letcher's one of the first teams around in the mountains to get a turf field. Am I correct in that?
They were one of the first, what is it now? Oh, God, I mean, it's almost been 20 years, unbelievably so. It's been 19, 18 years. They were one of the first, and they've actually had to have theirs ripped up and redone over the past couple of years. But they did, speaking to facilities and things, upgrades to facilities, they did just upgrade their Jumbotron. One of the first to have a Jumbotron.
Saw that, yeah.
So they got the Jumbotron.
Yep.
$300,000 Jumbotron up on their field. It's super nice. You can drive by there on 119 and see it from the road glowing as you're driving by. So you can see that thing from McDonald's. Yeah. So it's like it's great facility, just a great spot. And Coach Junior Matthews always does an excellent job. Going to be interesting to see once we move districts and classes next year for the Cougars. Yep. They're going to have an even better opportunity, in my opinion, to compete.
I think so.
All right, next we saw the hometown Breathitt County Bobcats, and I don't think this one shocked anybody. Because one thing I'll say about Coach Kyle Moore is he doesn't shy away from the competitive nature of the game. He gets beat 56-26, but he plays, of course, superpower. Anybody would guess the Belfry Pirates. And he traveled to Pond Creek, so it's like you kind of knew this might be coming. And they still put up 26 points, statistically led by Miles Holland, their newfound quarterback with 133 yards and 2 touchdowns. And, of course, the strong run game, which I think Coach Moore is going to have to lean on this year with Jaden Gibson and a touchdown. And then receiving, John Holland and Eli Thomas leading the way. Interesting matchups coming for the Breathitt County Bobcats that they won't be so overmatched. And I think this helps them down the road.
I think so, and we've seen Coach Moore do this before. He will pack this schedule out, especially early, and play this tough talent. And I'm like you. I think that's great, right? You got the talent at Breathitt County to be able to do things like that. Like you said, 56-26, but putting 26 points up against Belfry at Belfry.
26 up, and one thing to that too, I think James mentioned this last week, is like if you're Coach Moore, they don't think how many wins we gonna get in this regular season.
They've got one thing on their mind: what
are we gonna do to get first round, second round, third round? Like they think playoffs as soon as their cleats hit the turf come July 15th. So it's like shout out to Coach Moore, and he's getting them ready. And there's a big matchup coming up later that we're going to preview coming up in your prophecies. I can't say it just regular. I can't say it just normal.
It is boring that way.
Next, we had Leslie County and Prestonsburg. And from what I understand, our sources tell me, I have sources.
Sources?
That this was controversial, I'll say. Controversy.
So, what was?
He got beat at home versus Prestonsburg 22-19, despite Landry College 37 yards on the ground, 137 in the air, 55 on the ground, 2 touchdowns passing, 1 rushing. Nobody's shocked by that. Noah Kilburn led the way in receiving. Also, nobody's shocked by that. He was a great receiver for Perry Central the last couple of years. 63 yards and a touchdown. Jaden Hacker, a name that you know on the hardwood.
Absolutely.
Absolutely unstoppable. Turns out it's that way on the football field as well. 62 yards and a touchdown. And Braden Holland with 15 slack left by Spew was so great last year on the defensive side of the ball for Leslie County. And then to add insult, Landry Colley also had an interception of his own. So Leslie County, ton of athletes this year.
Yep.
I think they play at Floyd tonight, which will have a prophecy coming up in a bit. There was some tough calls down the stretch.
Football is one of those sports, too, Winston. You know as well as I do that, in basketball, calls can change momentum. But, in football, one flag, one holding call, one anything, it is literally game.
The chain gang is back, right?
Yeah.
So do you see that South Carolina highlight? Remember that?
No.
And then, what's his name? Big defensive end that plays in the busts through the line and absolutely murders the back, kills him. line and he picks it up and lands on it. And it's like the ball didn't lie, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I agree. Like, that one call can change the entire game. You don't get the first down. You don't get the PA. You remember Rams Saints back a few years back. Just change the outcome of a game with one play. Yeah, definitely more so felt in the game of football.
Well, you think about it, you fail to convert a third down, or even if you convert it, especially after some kind of a penalty or a flag, you've got possession in football for 7-8 minutes, quarter if you want to.
So, a heartbreaker for the Leslie County Eagles. In that 75-foot wingspan eagle that they got on the football field, and new turf and new lights. But I feel like they are definitely going to bounce back this week when they go into Floyd. Last one before we roll to break. We're going to give everybody a break. I got to catch my breath. So Somerset, the Briar
Jumpers. You were on the edge of your
Jumpers.
seat there a minute ago.
I'm great.
I was ready.
I'm bopping. I think Casey Huff and Coach Matt Jones are watching back in Hyman, back on the holler there, and I had their company right before this game, and I'm bopping. I'm
You're
here.
bopping.
Yeah,
you
I'm
have a
bopping.
triathlon tomorrow.
I'm bopping. I'm triathlon in the morning. I can't wait. I've been not really training, but I'm going to go out and see what I can do. I'm excited. I wear a really tight suit and a swim cap. I can't wait. My wife makes fun of me. But last one before we go to break. Somerset Perry, very controversial. You remember this last year, the blocked field goal that was advanced but wasn't because it was blown dead.
Yep.
Me and James knew Perry just rolling up the bus there to Somerset that it was going to be just a mollywhopping, and it was 48-7 all Briar Jumpers. And on the side of the ball, though, just to give our local guys a shout-out, Tate Watts had a kickoff return for a TD, and Bryson Johnson had 16 tackles, which is impressive. And
it is impressive.
And the Perry's got a great opportunity to bounce back this week in a big matchup we'll talk about when we get back from the break. Any quick comments on that one?
No, I think, the Briar Jumpers, man, Somerset, that's a different area when you roll into there.
It's different. And, I mean, Somerset's competitive in that 1A class every single
year.
So you kind of knew what to expect.
Yep.
When we get back, we have a new segment, Touchdown Rundown. I'm giving you every local player in the coverage area that scored last week. We're going to give them a quick shout-out, and that will make twice this episode. And then more later, of course, we're going to give you the primetime preview. We got some secret information we're going to share concerning Jackson County and Knott County.
Top
and
secret.
then, of course, round the thing out, we got your
prophecies.
It's coming up right here on Before the Whistle when we get back. We're going to try to relight these sparklers. Woo!
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Breaking news on Before the Whistle. This is breaking live in front of you because you are not watching the Pat McAfee show.
Why would you?
You are watching the real talent Before the Whistle. But we do have an update from Morgantown, West Virginia, where our good friend Seth Kerlock is on his way to tailgate for Penn State, number 8 in the country, versus the Morgantown, West Virginia Mountaineers tomorrow at noon. A kid, Deuce McBride, just hit a shot in the crowd. I assume it was just some kind of basketball shot, and won free tuition at West Virginia University from Pat McAfee. For all the crap that I talk about Pat McAfee, he hands out money. He is a philanthropist, which I'm not because I have no money.
We're giving away a car today. We're not?
Unless it ain't Whitney's Mitsubishi. I gotta take that off.
Never mind.
It ain't Whit's Mitsubishi. Is that UK company car you're driving?
Oh, that's an Enterprise car, man.
We can give that away. We can give that away.
Man, what did this kid just get really upset about them blocking Biden's student debt relief program and just decided he's just not going to have tuition in the first place?
Took matters in his own hands. I watched McAfee do that last year in Washington. He had a kid, Washington, Oregon, try to kick a field goal. He gave him 2 opportunities. He said, all right, kick this one for 30. The kid missed it. He said, all right, kick this one for 15, and he made it. 1,000.
Oh, my gosh.
Not $15.
15,000.
All right, shout out, Pat, whatever. I could be on your show and make you millions of more dollars, but it's fine.
Josh won't even give me a hot dog.
We can't even get we didn't even have a sparkler that works. I had to bring the lighter. Anyway, we ain't giving away no free tuition here on Before the Whistle. But we are giving away a shout-out on this week's edition of Touchdown Rundown as I bring you the touchdowns that were. We don't have highlights, but I give you the touchdowns that were on week 1 in the high school football layout for our local coverage area.
I'm excited for this.
Carson Sims, 2 touchdowns. Gabe Short, 1 touchdown. Zeke Hurley, 1 touchdown. Shane Gibson with the touchdown on the ground. Chance Ambergy through the air, 1 touchdown. Mason Ambergy, touchdown. Brody Short, touchdown. I'm still impressed by Parker Settles' 6 for 6 extra points. Max Pelfrey on the board this year, great start. Interested to see what he does in Baxter tonight, which, if you don't know, is where Harlan County High School is located. Brand new field house. 4 touchdowns last week for Max Pelfrey. Memphis Blankenship, I think, is one of the best names we have in the local coverage area. 1 touchdown. Gavin Johnson with 2. Connor Holbrook 1. I still think Jagger Fields' 10 tackles are impressive. Gunnar Holbrook had 3 last week through the air. He had 1 on the ground. Brett Smith, our 400-meter dash champion, 1 touchdown. Colby Johnson, the impressive back, do-it-all back now, catching and running for the Cougs, had 3. Keyston Brandon with 1. I'm running out of breath. Gavin Speedy Brown with 1. Jed Outlaw with 1. Miles Holland from Breathitt with 2. Jaden Gibson with 1. John Holland with 1. Eli Thomas with 1. Landry Collette with 3. 2 on the ground. 2 in the air, 1 on the ground. And then we had Noah Kilburn with 1. Jaden Hacker with 1. And we had Tate Watts with the kickoff return touchdown for the Commodores.
Do you think when Memphis Blankenship plays college football, how small are they going to have to get the font to get Blankenship on the jersey, though?
I hope they don't have to use this.
Maybe
both
just put
names.
Memphis. What if, hopefully, I would just use Memphis.
If you've never seen,
that's a cool name.
What was his Key and Peele? If you've never watched the Key and Peele player introductions bit, you need to do yourself a favor and type that into your YouTube search bar and give it a watch.
Yep.
You know what? The next step for Hometown 24 and TVS Cable.
Oh, boy.
The next step is for us to have player introductions in the corner.
Oh.
Like Memphis Blankenship. Hyman Elementary.
That's great.
We should, right?
That's great. I wasn't sold before, but then when you did that, I'm sold.
Winston Lee. Wattsburg Elementary. WWE.
I'm sold. Yeah. Can I just do that?
What would be funnier is if you did it for each kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Just based on the name, like what would Max Pelfrey sound like when he,
Oh man, that's a good one, especially with the Pelfrey in there. It'd be like I feel like you'd have to give it the Pelfrey.
God, never mind. Scrap that idea.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, not last. We still got plenty of time. We got 7 minutes. All right. That had concluded our touchdown rundown. Just trying to give our local kids an extra shout-out on the night.
That was impressive, too, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to top it up different, too. It's going to get even better, Josh. I promise. You're going to want that.
That was smooth.
Yep, David Thacker, whoever you're watching. It's going to get better. Primetime preview. We have insider information regarding Knott County versus Jackson County. First of all, we want to say, and I'm disappointed James is here because from what I understand, our hometown sports corner guys were totally mistreated last year at Jackson County.
That's what we've heard.
How could you mistreat them, a former state trooper and a preacher? How does that happen? But at any rate, rain delay last year, storms in Jackson County. The Pats had to wait in the locker room.
Midnight madness.
The kickoff didn't occur until after 10 p.m. from what I understand. It didn't end till well after midnight. And, of course, the Hyman boys are in the locker room just starving to death. They give them some pizza right before kickoff. And so it just, honestly, I hear the Pats offered to even come back the next day, but Jackson County said no. I don't know. Those are sources. But at any rate, I think we can say that last year this game was just, I don't know what the term for that is.
Well,
not comfortable.
It's crazy to think, and I grew up just down the road from McKee over in Manchester.
Is that the city?
Yeah,
is that the town?
Yep, McKee, Kentucky. With Jackson County. And I can remember when they first got a football team in Jackson County, they didn't have a field.
Wow.
So they didn't have a field. So there was like a year's period where I almost think they had to play almost every game on the road, but then they started using Clay County High School for a home field for, 2 or 3 games a season, as many as they could fit in there. So
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're just really happy to
just have a field. Yeah, absolutely. But I will say the turnout last year, Jackson beat Knott 59-22, and I'm just really interested to see if Knott can use a little bit of bulletin board material. Jackson County lost a couple of guys, key guys on the offensive side of the ball that really hurt the Pats last year, and our understanding is Shepard's out tonight for the Pats. That's, again, insider info. He's sick. So, but I'm interested to see if, the bulletin board material that the Pats have will be a little fuel to the fire. And we still have the new facility. We had a great performance last week against Jenkins. My heart, be still my heart. But, all this momentum, maybe still a little bit overmatched on paper, but I expect this to be a very good game.
I think it will be. And, especially with that background, like you said, you've got all that going on from last year. This is a game that I'm sure coach is going to have to bring that up, right, or talk about that a little bit, trying to fire these guys up from these matchups in the past with Jackson County.
Right.
I've got a grudge against – I played at Clay County. I got a grudge against Jackson County. I hope it's not a game.
Go Pats! What are they? What is Jackson
Generals.
County? The Generals.
The
What is
Generals.
short for the Generals? The Gens. Oh, God. No, I don't think we can use that.
No, not the
Gens.
Gens.
It sounds like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds very liberal.
Not trying to offend any of our McKee listeners if you're tuning in and watching.
Or Gen Zers.
Or Gen Zers.
We're not trying to offend anybody.
We're not trying to offend anybody, but you'll understand me being a Tiger from Clay County why I'm cheering for the Pats tonight.
The Generals. But it should be a very good game. Jackson County beat Trimble County last week in a dose, 55-6. So I'm really interested to see. I'm really interested. I guess obviously if you ask us, you're taking the Pats.
I'm taking the Pats.
And a little bulletin board material. Vance Hurley has got them kicking in there. They're not ready. There'll be no saluting the Generals tonight.
No saluting tonight.
All right, which takes us to I guess would be considered our first
prophecy. It's got to sound very. It's got to sound very godly without being blasphemous.
So first up, we'll end with our primetime preview matchup. Try to, even though we kind of tipped that off already. But our first prophecy, I think, is probably the hardest. Harlan County drummed Middlesboro in a Saturday game last week, and Hazard took care of business at home against Martin County. Hazard travels to Harlan County. Will thus say you can never leave Harlan alive. So Hazard at Harlan County. Who you got?
I was in Harlan yesterday. Am I?
You were. You ate the buffet.
Am I in the Sixth Sense? Am I really here?
You're actually in Hyman, but you were actually in Harlan.
I was in
yesterday.
Harlan yesterday. I had it at the Panda Garden.
Was it good?
It was great.
They say it's great. Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. Casey Huff threw that out there. You said that Arlie Lee used to stop there from time to time.
Yeah.
So I was sold. I said, I'm in. Sign me up.
It was good?
It was great.
Your picture looked great.
I'm
jealous.
Phenomenal.
You got me an egg roll. Who are you taking? Hazard or the Bears? Dogs or Bears?
I'm going to go Hazard Bulldogs, man.
I think I'm going to make you either got to rough, you got to bark, or you got to growl.
Oh, okay. Let's see. And it's got to be a bulldog bark, right? So it's like a. I tried to put the little jaw shake in there.
Oh, this is a fun fact. Casey Huff is very proud of his dog's bark.
Can you ladies? What does a bulldog bark sound like? That was my best guess.
A true Patriot fan will never bark, especially on camera. They'll never bark. So we're taking.
I was gonna bring him over and let him bark.
You did. You put that old girl on the spot. She's like, I don't know what a dog sounds like. Well, I got Lana at home. She'd bark for us.
She'd bark. This girl's walking around trying to find some cute boy from the high school to
no,
impress.
She's just a true Patriot. All right, we're running out of time. So you're barking. We're taking the dogs. All right. The Eagles of Leslie County travel to the strip mine tonight up on the hill in Floyd County. Beautiful facility there.
Amazing facility.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
So nowhere to park, but amazing facility. It's up on top of a hill.
Baseball, too. Great.
Yep. All right, so Leslie County at Floyd.
I'm going Leslie.
Nope, you got to call like an eagle or growl like a jaguar.
That's a crow. Wait a minute. What's an eagle sound like?
No, I think that's great. That's a screech. Don't ask them. Don't ask them. She's wearing a lei. Tonight's Hawaiian night. Nobody told me. Is it Hawaiian night? Oh, my God.
This is your night.
Josh. Josh, I will never forgive you for this. I just bought a Jenkins Hawaiian shirt. I will never forgive you. How am I not to know that it's Hawaii night? This is ridiculous.
And Josh, it's great. Viewers, you're missing out by not seeing this Hawaiian shirt. He played golf.
He was drinking out of a pineapple. Where's my pineapple?
I brought sparklers.
I want to wait. What was that at Casey's? A Rita. I want a blue Rita. Do they have blue Ritas in that concession?
It's Hawaiian night, maybe.
Next up, you've got the Cougars. Oh, this is an interesting one.
Oh, my gosh.
You got the Cougars versus the Raceland Rams.
Can I?
No, yeah, wait.
Has that cougar perched up on a rock? Because I ain't ramming anything. I got the Cougars with like a, what does the cougar make? You didn't have to get up, bro. Oh, you didn't have to get up and do the crouch on the heel. I feel like every mascot of a cougar I've ever seen is like kind of propped up on a rock, right?
Well, that's right. That's what they do, I guess, to establish dominance. That was not establishing. That is not establishing dominance. I'm going with the. Are you ramming? I'm going with the Rams.
What kind of noise does a ram make?
They don't make noises.
Oh, okay.
You just bad. Yell at Vance. Tell him. I know he's got 2 sets of antlers out in that truck. Anyway, all right. So Josh, we were fine until the 10-minute mark. Okay, buddy. We were fine until 10 minutes left. All right. So Perry, I know somebody's texting me like, get your life together. It's probably Stumbo. All right. Perry at Breathitt.
Oh,
the Commodores or the Bobcats. Please, Bobcats do not perch on a hill. Don't.
I think the Bobcats just played Belfry last week. They just went into the danger zone and was whatever. So one might say that they could be beat up from that, but I think no. I think the Bobcat with the
with the what?
Kind of. I feel like every time I've ever seen a Bobcat, they run away.
You can at least give us a
Ooh, that was good.
Hey, man. Hey, they said I could be DJ at selective venues.
That was good.
And now, the Bobcats.
That's impressive.
All right, and then finally wrapping up our evening, Jackson County, the Gens versus the Knott County Central Patriots.
The Patriots, baby. The Pats. P-A-T-S.
I think for tonight that could have been very confusing because the Generals that probably looked more like a General. But for tonight, I'm thinking like, you're like, it's a luau.
Oh.
Yeah. So just for tonight, I think that old girl ain't going to bark, but she was wearing a lei.
Yeah.
So like you're
like
just like.
Can we, when I do that little dance, I think like the whole SpongeBob like little noise. So.
You've got our picks for the night. You've got interesting farm animal sounds from yours truly, Mr. Wes Smith.
With a very impressive bobcat sound from Winston.
Please comment and let us know. I obviously had the best animal sound.
That was amazing. That sounded like the Wildcat they use on those Kentucky commercials.
You've got your picks. You've got your local rundown. There's nothing left for you to do here except for stay tuned and watch the boys up in the booth, Coach David Adams, Coach Jim McCauley, and Coach Manus Blair, bring you the coverage of the Knott County Central Pats and the Jackson County Generals.
It's a wine night. Pour yourself a drink, sit back on the TV, prop the recliner up.
You got a
put
pineapple?
your array on.
Because we don't.
Cut the top off a pineapple, pour your drink in there, and let's watch.
Is there really milk and coconuts?
I don't know. Is there?
There is.
There's water.
More questions when we come back next week before the whistle. Don't miss it.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
In Kentucky, we understand what matters. Family, friends, community. But sometimes, we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope. And Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Going back to school comes with a lot of expense, but you can still sport a brand new iPhone 13 from Appalachian Wireless for just a penny. Now that's how you save. iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a 2-year contract on the Mix and Match or Unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. See AppalachianWireless.com for details. An iPhone 13 for a penny. That is easy math. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to high school football right here on Hometown 24. We're glad you're with us tonight. Jackson County travels in to play the Patriots. Both of them are undefeated so far, 1-0. Jackson County a big win over Trimble County last week, 55-6. Knott Central over Jenkins by a big margin as well. Manus Blair, Jim McCauley, David Adams, all the hometown crew with you here tonight. And guys, second week of Kentucky high school football.
Well, you know, when it comes down to it, you pick up a lot between your first and second game. And you learn a whole lot. You've got film, you've got things you need to look at, and, you know, the newness is worn off, and the adrenaline, which Jim talked about last week, I think you're a little bit on more of an even keel.
Yeah, I agree. I think that every week you progress into the football season, you know, it's the dance between pretenders and contenders. And, you know, you've got a lot of 1-0 teams coming in, but somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose tonight. So we're going to see if, you know, which one of these teams is the real deal.
Let's go over the keys of the game, guys. We'll start with Jackson County. Defend, control the line of scrimmage. And, you know, they're big. They're strong on the line. If they can do that, they could be successful, Jim.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I think that they've got to dominate the line of scrimmage as a run-heavy, wing-teeth kind of team. They've got to really be able to control Knott County up front.
Manus hanging on to the football is always big, my friend.
Yeah, you know, Jenkins last week, 5 turnovers in their end. Ball control, time of possession for the Generals.
Jim Bob, us talk about a little defense here in the secondary. I think it's key for Jackson County because Knott Central, I think, will air it some tonight.
I was really impressed. The one thing that I took away from the game last week was Knott Central's ability to get down vertical on the field. A lot of teams beat out wide. The Amber kid looked very impressive out there. Quarterback threw the ball well. But with that, David, Knott has got to give their quarterback time to make those passes.
Right. Manus, my friend, for keys for Knott County Central is pretty simple. He's one of them, real big, stop the run, and they must do that.
Yeah, I mean, really, last year in the Mud Fest,
yes,
the Generals got 476 yards. That's not going to – first of all, we're not going to have a Mud Fest.
Right.
And second of all, I believe Knott County's going to play assignment football. They have to play assignment football, and once they come upon their assignment, they've got to make the tackles.
Jim Bob, Knott County can't afford turnovers because Jackson County with a strong line, and they run the ball well.
Yeah, he could dominate the time of possession. You know, you get the ball and you look up and the quarter's over against a grounded-out team like Jackson. But I think one of the biggest things I've looked at with the style that Jackson plays is Knott County cannot over-pursue on defense. Big issue that I saw last week, you know, getting upfield and it's wing T, you got to stay home.
Absolutely. Looking at Jackson County, some players we need to watch tonight. Their quarterback, we got a scouting report that Dunn might be their quarterback, number 11, but in warm-ups tonight, Jim Bobby, it looked like number 14, Braxton Clemens, was taking most of the reps tonight to get ready.
Yeah, and, you know, the quarterback in this style of offense is very important because of play fakes. It's not like you're, you know, throwing the ball a lot. He's got to be able to be very deceptive with his handoffs, hide the ball from the defense, and make sure to manage the offense.
Absolutely. Also, some other people to pay attention to. Ashton Clemens will run the football for them. Jake Jones will also be a receiver out there for them, and Devon Seals as well, as some of the guys will get lots of action with the football. For Knott County Central, Jim Bob, you and Manus, you start with Short. He's the big guy. He's the senior quarterback. He will lead that offense.
Well, you know, when it comes down to it, didn't really see a lot of last week. Open up the playbook a little bit. And like we said last week, get that thing down to Amberg. Let him go up and make that play. And he started the game off last week against Jenkins in doing so. So, you know, a little bit of protection from their line and then running the football with either, you know, Hurley or Average.
Yep, it looks like Carson Hall will be the guy to kick off for Knott Central, Jackson County rather. So that
lined
will
up
be,
on the,
yeah.
lined up on the wrong ends.
He
of the
was,
field.
so we're getting started a little different tonight. Back for Knott Central, Gibson will be number 1. Got good speed, and he will take advantage of the run and his blockers if he happens to latch over the football. Glad you're with us. Quarter number 1. Friday night football from Knott County Central, and Jackson County has got the kickoff, and Gibson will not take it. It'll go end zone, and Knott will bring it out and get a start as Mason Ambergy was back there with him, number 21. So those guys will have that job tonight, fellas, of kickoff return if we have some of that.
That's a really nice kick. We don't see a lot of that in the mountains. You know, don't see a lot of touchbacks.
No. Knott Central should have the ball on the 25, and it should be first down. Why is it going to the 20, guys?
It's on the, that's where they bring it out, Dave.
No, I thought it was 25.
No.
We did 25 last week.
Hey,
I guess we're switching.
We'll make up on our own stuff as it comes out.
Oh, yeah, okay. Man. Wideouts each way, guys, as Patriots will have to pick us up and just run it, and Short will not get any gain there. Probably made it back close to the line of scrimmage to the right side.
He bobbled the snap right there, and when he bobbled the snap, he just grabbed the ball and tried to get off to the right side.
Jackson County, if you look at their offensive line and defensive line, solid looking players there. You go down the line there for Jackson County, number 50, Freeman. Good size young man, and got good strength.
Yeah, he's lined up at the nose guard, and looks like he can really handle his own in there. 2
wideouts each way. Short will hand this one off the run for the Patriots up to the 27, close to the 28. That's Average carrying the mail for the Patriots.
Yeah, nice run right there.
And I was trying to pick up the tackle, and I was unable to pick it up.
I believe it was 44, wasn't it, the linebacker?
44, that
was Davin Seals.
Wideouts again as one back set for Knott County. Handoff is at Average again. That's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Good run by Average, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Knott County all the way up to the 43-yard line. And that was a nice block, and Knott County is seeing something there on that right side, guys, and taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and I do want to point out, you look at Jackson County, they're playing a 5-2, and they're playing man coverage across. There's no over-the-top help, so if this is a good time right here to take a shot deep with no safety over the top.
Curtis made the touchdown saving tackle for the Generals.
Yeah.
So you've got isolation over here.
Yeah, 3 wideouts. Look for Chance Amberg. He might have a shot at it this way as he's by himself on the left side.
There it is.
And there it is, and the ball is down. He's got a shot and a catch all the way down to the 11 as Amberg brings it in. Nice throw by Short.
And I thought he might have been interfered with and made it. He made the Travis Hunter catch right there.
Yeah, that's, anytime you can get that no over-the-top help.
Yeah.
And you're one-on-one out there with a kid like Amberg. I'll take that matchup all day long, Coach.
Big gang there, and then
Jim
first and 10.
Jim called it right off the bat. We'll give him kudos number 1.
Hey, you never know about Jim. He's been around the football field a few times. Wideouts each way. Here's the handoff to Everidge, and not much there as Jackson County closed. And may have picked up 1, maybe almost 2, Jim Bob. The officials get benefit.
They're going to give him
out.
a little forward progress right there.
Now, we know some big games are in the area, folks, and we will be giving scores as soon as we get them. Hazard, big game tonight over in Harlan. Letcher Central is at Raceland. So we've got Breathitt County, the Honey Bow.
Honey Bow, Breathitt and Perry.
No love lost between those two teams. That should be a good one.
Oh, absolutely. Wideouts each way, and
another
bad snap, and Knott County will probably lose yardage on this as Jackson County, nice job come up. Gibson just know where to go. I mean, Jackson County on the move that time on defense. That was Clemens making the tackle for Jackson County.
Yeah, when you're trying to get outside and you have a little miscue like that, the defense is going to be there waiting, and they were.
Now, folks, if you heard volleyball this week and heard Manus Blair on there, he was doing volleyball, so he's helping out everywhere. They just got him doing everything.
Look for isolation over here on the left side.
Yeah, absolutely, but Amberg there, and he had him, guys. Had him, a little overthrow as Amberg cut down the middle and Short just a little high on that pass.
Yeah, this is
4th down coming up for the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going back to Amberg again if they don't adjust.
Absolutely. You know, he's got that size. He's got that height. He's a tough matchup.
He definitely is, and, thought maybe we'd see Parker Skeens maybe.
Yeah.
Look for a backdoor fade right here. He ran the slant the last time. Now look and see if he fades to the left pylon.
Gibson Amberg on the left side is the wide out.
Oh, might have jumped.
And I think so. And for also Hunter Thomas is lined up here on the right side for Knott County.
And I said Parker Skeens been watching too much baseball today. Parker Sells, who was 6 of 6
absolutely
last weekend. So sorry about that, Parker.
Ball on the 11-yard line, and it's a big play for the Patriots as they try to cash in here.
That's a little bit more manageable now.
Yeah, it is. It is. Chance Amberg will go left side wide, and Gibson will be the back beside of Short. Short drops back, looks, and Gibson will get it.
Got it. Should get a block here.
5. He could go. He does go. Touchdown, Knott County from 11 yards out. They will draw blood first here. 8:49 first quarter, 6-0 extra point. Manus Blair, that was a good offset there to get Gibson in line a little bit.
And the thing about it is once you start spreading it out a little bit, and it gives you a little bit of room, and then you get that tight end or whoever's on that side to seal off, and in that case, it's just athletic ability of Gibson allows him to get into the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown run. Good start by the Patriots.
Yeah, good start.
Just a simple little wheel route out of the backfield, and kind of in a clear out. Once again, in man coverage, that puts the linebacker on your running back, and he got caught up in the traffic and let him walk into the end zone.
Extra point on the way, and it looks good, and we'll get it from the officials, and it is good. And Knott County has struck first, 7-0 over Jackson County. First quarter from Hyman. Stay with us. It's Friday Night Football.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, They know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back. Glad to have you here on Friday night. High school football. Dave and Ann Dixon looking in, Manus, our candy maker over at Lots Creek. Glad to have them along.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Roberta Waddell Dewey down in Western Kentucky. Glad to have her. And we will go over predictions again for UK football tomorrow, folks, as college football kicks off. And Cats at 7:45 with Southern Miss. And me and Manus, probably at the end of the season, we will probably be the champions with those predictions. But anyway, we'll move right on. Here's the kickoff from Knott County. Jackson County, little fumble there, 20. 25, cuts right side, little fake, not going anywhere from there, 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for Jackson County. Clemens on the return for the Generals. And guys,
yeah, very good coverage right there on the Knott County kicking team. He had nowhere to go, and he's an explosive running back.
And a lot of times you won't stay in your lanes. Once you bobble that football like that, a lot of times people will get out of their lanes, and a lot of times you'll get a good run back.
You're exactly right, man. I don't know how many times you'll see somebody drop it, and all of a sudden it'll just open up.
Yep.
Jackson County, wideouts each way, and here's quick handoff up the right side. Got about 5, maybe 6 on that play. No, 7. Nice run there. Clemens again, and nice run.
Yeah, just a simple dive off to the right side, real quick hitter, and I think that the defensive line for Knott really hadn't even got out of their stance when he got to the second level.
Had not.
This wing T look that Jackson runs, you don't see it as much as you used to.
No, you do not. And Jim, I've noticed how quick they get the snap off too. And here's wide out each way, and here's the hand. They go left side this time. Not much room there. Nice defense by Knott County. And that looks like number 4 for Knott Central with a big-time play there.
Yeah, on Curtis, yes.
Yeah.
You saw Jackson. They're just kind of filling out where the weak spots are right now.
They are.
They got outside and nothing to do. I mean, a great play by the defensive end out here by Knott.
Yeah, Hunter Thomas with that. You just, as Jim had said, you just got to be in the right position. You can't over-pursue.
Right. Jackson County, wide out to the right side, right off a guard, up the middle, and it's going to be first down as it's right at the 39-yard line for the Generals, and that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 with 7:21 to go, 7-0 Knott County first quarter.
Yeah, just a simple inside trap right there. A guard pulls and picks up the 3 technique on the left side and opens up for a nice little 7-yard gain.
And I believe Mr. Derek Bolin does their first downs, guys, at Kentucky Farm Bureau, and it's always good to have his sponsorship. He does such a great job down there with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Wideouts each way, and there's movement on the line. And is that a false start, guys?
Yeah. And that's the disadvantage of trying to hurry up. You're trying to not let the defense get set, but in the same thing, you're not letting those offensive linemen get set. The receivers have got to run a long way and get set up.
And Jackson County has done that every offensive play so far, the quick start.
Yeah, they're hustling to the line, and it's no cadence at all. It's just simply he's smacking the center's butt, getting the ball and running.
Yeah, Braxton Clemens is their quarterback, and one sound, and he's off. He's off.
Little confusion here with the Generals getting their personnel in.
Number 12 is Jake Jones. Look for him. He's a wide receiver for Jackson.
Jumped again.
And
there was movement. A wide receiver.
Yeah, and that was Jake Jones who did the movement, number 12, and he's going to cost them 5 yards. And he got set, then moved again up before the snap.
Yeah, we really started seeing this all in the rage. I guess Texas A&M was the first team that I really saw do this super up tempo. Not letting the defense adjust, but there's some bad things with it right now. You're seeing it.
Jackson County, 1st and 20 at 6:21 to go first quarter.
Got the line
Clemens will hand that off, and there's Jackson County right side moving up around the 40, and that's Clemens. That's Ashton Clemens with the run that time.
Yeah, he got 10 back right there, David.
He did. Nice run there, and now helps himself for second with 9 to go now. So it's manageable for Jackson County now.
And with the up tempo and getting it up there and everything, tonight it is still hot.
Yes, it is.
It's still hot. So if players haven't taken care of themselves,
Whiteout's only one way, and
there goes
here's
Clemens.
the run. Clemens
It's
all
gonna
the
be
way
good
up
for
to
a first down.
midfield, and like you were saying, Jim Bob, first down for Jackson County, and Perry and Breathitt County, a big game in Jackson tonight, guys.
Yeah, there won't be a lot of honey in the honey bowl. It's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a very, very physical environment.
I agree with you. Jackson County will come to the line. It's 1st and 10, 5:29 to go. And, folks, Jackson County likes to run the football, and we've seen that already. And running the ball right now for Jackson County, number 20, that's Curtis. And he carries the mail for about 8, and it's going to be 2nd and 2 for Jackson County.
And I saw right there, Knott County over pursued on the defensive line and actually ran past the ball carrier. It allowed him to open up a seam and let them get out on the linebackers.
Jackson County. Clemens gets ready. Here's the snap and the first pass.
Nobody out
and
there.
the guy, there's nobody around within 10 yards, and the pass about 5 yards off.
Yeah, somebody went to
Jim
sleep.
Bob,
Yeah,
to be
somebody
honest
went to
with you.
sleep. I mean, you had to split out on the right side. He was completely uncovered, and quarterback missed him bad.
You know, when you run the football, guys, out of 50 offensive plays and you run it 48, it will catch you if you don't watch it.
Well,
it will do it.
Well, it's a cumulative effect.
Yeah. Wideouts each way. This Clemens, a quick handoff up the middle, and it's going to be first down for Jackson County. That was Ashton Clemens again, the young back. He's a junior, and why I say young, this Jackson County team is almost all seniors that's playing a lot. They're a veteran team.
But, Maynard's touched on this earlier, this up-tempo, and neither one of these teams have a lot of one-way players. And,
Right.
this is it's hot. It's going to catch up.
Right. And Knott County almost getting to the quarterback that time, but Jackson County managed to get it off and picked up 2.5, almost 3 yards on that carry. Second down coming up for the Generals at 4:24 to go first quarter.
Now, your defensive lineman that time, they ran an inside trap, and he did exactly what you're supposed to. He got in the hip pocket of the pull and followed the pull and almost took the handoff.
Right. Lined up on the far side, Jake Jones. He was the wide out that was wide open. Clemens with a handoff.
Big hole.
As he comes around and gets 2 on the play. And it's going to be about 3rd down and 6, the way the chains look, guy.
And that was Shane Gibson on the tackle. I believe, is that Average?
It is Mr. Average. A tough back for Knott County. Runs hard, and they can't afford him being out of the game. He plays a lot of things for this team.
Yeah, hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get up right now, and he's a tough young man. Plays extremely hard.
Yeah, you see right now, these two teams are such a conflicting style of play. Knott County comes out, they're wanting to spread the ball, throw the ball down the field. Jackson, they're lining up in this wing T look and just trying to run dives and powers and traps. And both teams have been successful so far.
And, it's a battle of wheels. It's a battle of schemes. And just like Jim said, who puts their will into the game, or who executes better in their schemes, defensively and offensively, will come out.
Yeah,
Average, fine, guys. He will run off. And
I think he's just a little bit of wind maybe.
He's a tough kid and a nice young man.
Got to have him in there.
Average is. He really is. 3rd down, and guys, I think at 6, if my eyes don't. But it looks near the middle now. It looks like they may have moved it up, Mr. McCauley.
That's what they got on the board. 6 go.
Handoff to Clemens, right
out.
side. He's down to the 20. He stops and tries to pause and cut back, and they're waiting there on him. Down to the 18. Be 1st and 10 for Jackson County at 3:22 go first quarter.
A really nice play right there. They pulled the tackle play side that time, and the deep tight end blocked down and really sealed off the outside, and he scampered for about how many, 15?
Yeah, nice job. And tell you what, Jim Bob, I thought if he hadn't have stopped and cut back, he might have got 2 or 3 more. Here's the handoff. Clemens outside, left side, and nowhere to go, but he makes up and gets a nice run and gets it down to about the 14, in between 14, 13, and that runner is
short had the edge.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
did not
he
make.
did.
He just did not make the tackle. He
Yeah.
slowed it down some, but he was really aggravated that he did not make that tackle for a loss.
I see right now Jackson County is going to let Mr. Clemens carry the football tonight, guys.
Maybe once.
Yeah. Here it is, and Clemens again, right side, makes the cut down to
Big about stick the right
3 and 7 rather, and that's a nice play by Knott County to come up and make contact there. Could you see his number, Jim Bob?
Michael
No.
Gibson.
Is
Michael
it number
Gibson.
1?
Michael Gibson, number 3, came up.
Number
he did a
3.
heck of a job squaring up and meeting him right there.
Yep, that was a nice job. Shane Gibson is number 1. We make sure we don't get those confused. We got a lot of cousins and brothers here playing tonight, guys, in this football game. Clemens will take the snap, handoff right
Oh,
the
stuffed.
middle, and Knott County was waiting on that. Nice job. No gain there. 3rd down coming up.
Seeing who came up.
Well, you had to look like your defensive end and your tackle both just stuffed
That'd
it.
be 4th down coming up, guys.
Cash
4th
Williams.
down. Yep, Cash Williams with a big play there for Knott County. Clemens take the handoff right side, and guys, I guess they just needed a short way to go, and
They're
they
going
will
to give
have-
it to him.
Yep, 1st and goal for Jackson County, and Knott's played that well, running off guard and tackle on that right side, especially.
But, like you stuff 2 or 3, and
Yeah.
you stuff 2 or 3, and then they break one. And
Yeah.
that's a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the thing you look at, it took Knott County 2 minutes and 5 seconds to score their first time, and it's been 9 minutes.
Yes.
Well, not 9, but maybe 8 minutes that Jackson's had the football.
Clemens hands off to Clemens, and a loss on the, looks like a loss, maybe 1, 2 yard loss there. So 2nd down coming, 2nd and goal coming up for the Generals. And guys,
just like you said, David,
Yeah.
The amount of time that they've had the football, it's going to wear down the Patriots.
yes, it will. It's tough. And there's a keeper as goes around the right
Nobody there.
side in the end zone. It's a touchdown for Clemens as he faked the handoff to the fullback and then right-handed. And Jim Bob, as they say down in Lexington, touchdown.
Yeah, that was just simply, it was actually set up to be a boot pass, but nobody had the quarterback. They covered the receivers, and it was all daylight to the end zone for the quarterback, and he pretty much walked in.
And the wide out on the right side took his person to the corner, and there was nobody there, as Jim said.
Extra point coming up for the Generals to tie this game at 7. And
I heard a whistle.
we have a whistle. No sound yet. Nothing's going on.
Yeah, there's a flag on the far side.
Oh, okay. Got it. I see it over there about the 2 yard line. Throw down now. And encroachment on the Patriots.
I guess that's what they call it, half the distance.
Yep.
I'd be very surprised if they don't change and go for 2 right here.
Well.
And they're
yeah,
going
it's
to change personnel right now.
Yep, and they will go for 2. It looks like, guys, because the kicker, extra point kicker, has to take a water break. It's a good thing. I think this is definitely going to be a 2-point try.
David, who do you think is going to get the ball right here?
Oh, how many guesses do I get?
1.
And here's the
There it
handoff,
is.
and Clemens
He's
will
in.
get
Yep,
2
he's in.
points, and he's got it. And so that penalty added a point to the show, guys. 8-7 their score, 1:15 to go, first quarter. We'll be back to Hyman after this. Stay tuned.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. College football will get underway tomorrow. Hope you all enjoy that day. Some good games for first games tomorrow. No question about it. Georgia's got
The
Clemson.
Dogs.
Yeah.
The
big
Dogs.
Game. Big game tomorrow.
Got to play the Tigers.
Yeah, that should be a dandy. Jackson County getting ready to kick off. And the Generals will air that ball out, and it looks like Gibson was going to take it, but nope, 10-yard line, 15-20, and we'll make it up to about the 22-yard line.
Just got a score update, guys, and right now Perry at the Honey Bow up 7-0 on Breathitt.
I think that will be a hard-fought football game tonight.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, not a lot of love between those two teams, so
No,
it should be
there's
very
not.
interesting.
No, I'd say it's going to be a tough football game, no question about it. Short will be the quarterback for Knott Central. Getting ready, and guys, right here you go. If you want to check that out, we keep updates there. And
now here is a very, very important series for Knott County Central.
I think so.
You've got to still come out and establish that run to open up the pass game.
Defense has been on the field a long time.
Yep, wideouts each way as Short will go back to throw, and he does a little too high. Incomplete pass out to number 4. That's Thomas of Knott Central. Thomas just a little too high for him. Not much of an opportunity to bring that one in. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Patriots. Jackson County leading 8-7 first quarter here at Knott County Central High School.
This is, you get in behind the stakes here in that 2nd and 10. Now you're going to be forced to throw the ball a little bit more. But Jackson has not changed their defense.
Nobody in the middle of the field.
Short goes back, looks downfield. He's going to run it and pick up about 4 on the play. 3rd down coming up for Knott Central.
Thought he had Ambergy on, but wasn't able to see him in time.
The protection wasn't terrible, Manus.
No, I thought he had him out there.
I just think that he had a hard time finding the throwing lane. He had time.
Yeah.
Just couldn't see the receiver.
And his eyes went down.
Yep. That's a quarterback 101, man. Chop feet and look downfield.
30 seconds first quarter, and Knott County could be the last play of the first quarter.
Man, this first quarter's going by fast.
It has a lot of running the football first quarter by both teams. Wideouts each way.
They changed the play and called a timeout.
Yep. And we'll leave it here as it should be a 30-second one because the coach of the Patriots, Randall Mullins, gathering his troops up. And for the Generals, Nick Sizemore is the head coach of the Generals over there. Manus, 8-4. You still sticking with that with the Cats?
Yeah, or maybe 9-3.
Oh, my goodness. Have you been talking to David Thacker? I mean, really, man.
Been talking to Josh Cornett. Great minds think alike. I tried to tell you that.
Listen, Josh Cornett is just a big Blue fan, and I think he's really went out on a limb here.
Would you rather for him be a Tennessee fan?
No way.
Okay.
No way.
Hazard up 6-0 on Harlan County, at Harlan County.
And we thought that'd be a good football game tonight. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. As Short will get ready, and we have a whistle and false start.
Yeah, that puts him right back to third. Well, he may decline this.
Now he's.
And I think he was.
I thought he might declined it too. To be honest with you, Jim.
He was on the left tackle.
Yep, it's going to be 3rd down and 11, guys. A long 11.
Danger here. This is where you've got to think, am I just going to be conservative, play, punt, and get back on defense?
You got Ambergy to the left, guys, all one-on-one, and Short keeps it. It's going to pick up about 4 on the run. It's going to be 4th down and about 7. And I thought they were going to Ambergy. They had him out there, and he's got the height advantage and speed. He's tough there.
I think that was a design quarterback keep the whole way.
I believe it was.
Yeah, but I know Jim Bob McCauley, he might would have looked downfield on that play.
And, that ends the first quarter.
It does indeed, and it's been a quick one. 8-7 their score, Jackson County leading. Stay with us. We're going to come back second quarter coming up on a great night to play football in the mountains.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Knott Central getting ready to punt the football away. Here is the punt.
Nice punt.
Yeah, it's a nice punt. I believe that was average.
That's going to change the field position.
Yes, it will. All the way down to the 26.
I don't think they expected them to punt it for some reason.
I mean,
well, they had one guy back.
Yeah,
which they didn't have anybody on film because they did not punt last week.
And guys, that's something as a coach. It's what a weapon to have a punter that can flip the field.
Oh yeah.
And we saw that last year at UK. We may have had the worst punter in the country, and
and he's going to start off this year too.
I'll tell you what, I wish he'd kick with his other foot.
Still 7-0, and Jackson Prairie Central leading that game, and we'll try to have the Letcher score. We'll do some things here and try to keep up with a Hazard score, so we'll try to keep up with most of the teams in our viewing area.
And Knott Central's defense has to get off the field.
Yep, one wide out, but don't worry.
As
a big play by Gibson, and
nice hit.
Yeah.
That's the second time we've seen him come up and absolutely lay the wood.
Nowhere to go there for the Generals because Mr. Gibson said hello quickly there.
and goodbye. Big-time play for the Knott Central Patriots.
Lawrence all over Shelby Valley right now, 21-6.
Is that a surprise?
No. Lawrence has got a good ball club this year.
Lawrence's program.
That's a pretty good football program.
They've improved greatly in the last few years.
Here's the handoff.
Once again, nice play.
So the Patriots are closing the 1-2 spots, guys, on each side now, and they're
early shot to gap.
Hurley, a big game last week for Knott County.
I was very impressed with him last week.
Big game for the Patriots.
Yeah, had 7 solo tackles last week.
Yeah.
And the thing I'm seeing now is we're not over penetrating. You see Knott's kind of staying in their lane and letting the running back come to them instead of running upfield.
Maybe they had a little bit more adrenaline than what I gave them credit for. So sometimes when that happens, you lose your focus on your assignment football.
Looks like Seals will go wide.
Look for a little something tricky right here, a little double trap. Yep, and he's going to.
There's going to be a flag,
and there's a fumble.
The ball's
and
loose.
Knott County picks it up, and Knott
say
County
that's a
should
hold.
have it. And the official says he was
down.
Yes,
it is. You're right, Jim. It was a hold.
Did he call him down?
I think so. I'm waiting, but I thought I seen the official.
I did not see
do
a
that
beanbag
right there.
I did not see a beanbag.
It should be the Patriots football, I think, guys, because of the fumble. But if he blew the play dead and said he was down, we'll see. Holding.
They're looking.
Knott Central will have the football. So.
But I did not see a beanbag thrown. It may have been thrown, but big time play that time. I didn't see who got in there to knock the football loose.
Big turnover, guys. Big turnover.
I'm going to say this again, all because of that great punt. Of Knott Central. That was the whole, the whole thing starting this was flipping the field and putting them in a situation that this happened. So great kudos to the defensive team and the punter.
Absolutely. 10-19 second quarter. Be first and 10 for Knott County.
Now they got to put the football in the end zone.
Absolutely. Wideouts each way as Everidge will line up with Short, and we've got a timeout, Jackson County. So we'll take one as well. It's 8-7. Second quarter, we'll be coming back.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back. Knott Central, 1st and 10, have the football 13-yard line. And guys, you've got to take advantage when you get this kind of turnover.
Well,
just deep down in the red zone.
As an old offensive coordinator, anytime I can get the ball after a turnover, I'm going to take my shot right now. Try to get them right away and try to make that right here.
Yep. Short will hand it to Everidge and right up the middle, and he will carry the troops for 5 yards, be second down.
Anything positive is good.
Yes. And we've seen a lot of penalties. Last week we didn't see any penalties. And, this week you can tell these teams are really wanting to get after each other, and you've seen a lot of little alignment issues. But you can't have them in the red zone, Manus. No. There's nothing like a drive killer than making a penalty in the red zone.
You're right. And that was a costly one, and it may cost the Generals if the defense can hold. Again, Everidge will line off to the left side of Short with wideouts each way, and he's going to go in there, and there's the pass, and there's a pass interference.
Yep.
We'll see.
I think he had a little bit of jersey.
Well, he had his hand right in the small of his back. You could see him arch his back when he went up for the ball.
So it was in the end zone. The penalty was in the end zone.
Yes, it was.
Floyd Central up over Leslie 6-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Boy, Leslie County in a tough game last week against Prestonsburg and went all the way to the wire with that game. Ball will be placed on the 4-yard line, guys. Is that correct?
So yeah, it should be 1st and goal now.
Yeah, it should be 1st and goal with that penalty. So. Knott County, wideouts each way. Ambergy, the big target for them. And Gibson's also over the left. Short will keep it and run it right up the middle, and he's Smith there. He picked up 2, and it's going to be second down.
Yeah, that was a design quarterback draw, but nothing doing there. No push at all on the offensive line.
Yeah. Next week, Hometown 24 will be at Letcher County Central High School as Bell County Bobcats and Dudley Hilton will come to town to meet the Cougars. Should be a good one. Hope you join us for that. That would be a 7:30 kickoff from Whitesburg. Wideouts each way. Everidge is still holding in as the running back as he will get the handoff, and Everidge go right up the right side of the guard and cash it in for a touchdown by Everidge to put the Patriots back in front.
David, you said at the beginning of the game, can't make turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
And what a costly one. You're deep in your own field and make that turnover and not capitalizes.
And they convert on that, and that's what you got to do. If you're going to win football games, you can't kick field goals, and you can't just throw it away on 4th downs. You got to score touchdowns, and that's what the Patriots just did.
Either one of these teams make a turnover in the red zone, they're going to pay. One of them. So you got to take care of the football. We mentioned that at the game. The extra points coming up. Got a little problem with a snap there, but he managed to get it right, and the Patriots cash in. 14-8 score. When we come back, Jackson County, I have the football.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Bulldogs still leading their Manus.
Yes.
Over in Harlan.
In the second quarter, Hazard's ahead 6-0.
And I think the Commodores still leading the Bobcats. We'll check on that real quick.
7-0.
Knott Central getting ready to kick off. Average, is that Mr. Average, guys? Decided to do the kickoff? I can't see that number. And here we go. Yes, it is Average. Yep. And ball kicked down. It hits about the 15. The Generals will pick it up. And left side 24-yard line, 1st and 10. And
they closed in on him. I hesitate to say Clemens should not kick it to Clemson. Here we go. Clemens and Knott County with a good job of covering.
Knott County special teams has been really nice tonight. I mean, on their extra points, their punting, their coverage, the special teams has really been a bright spot for the Patriots.
Braxton Clemens will be the quarterback for the Generals as he will huddle them up. 8:14 to go here in the second quarter. Knott County with a lead. And let's see if the Generals decide to do a few little things different. Here's a handoff, right side, Clemens, 25, 30, may have a little room, and he goes down about the 37-yard lines, 1st and 10. Jim, nice block on the edge out here.
I mean, that's what we used to call student body right, because they had a guard, a fullback, the other halfback on the lead out there. So it was a very impressive power sweep.
And Gibson did all he could do. He turned it back in. But, I mean,
Eric Bolin, first down for Farm Bureau, guys. Manus.
Same play the other way.
Yeah, and we've got a flag, and it could be a hole on 44. And I think that's who it's going to be.
Preliminaries.
Manus, Letcher Central, have we got their score down at Raceland? Is anybody?
It just started. 8 o'clock. It was a late.
Oh, it was a later
off.
start.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You know, I'm kind of curious about that game, guys. The Raceland, nice program down there most of the time.
It took a little knock last weekend against Ashland, but Ashland brought a lot of players back from last year.
Yeah.
And Raceland's still trying to find a quarterback.
Yep, the penalty will take the football back to about the 27-yard line.
You know, when you're a running team, David, you can't be behind the stakes.
No, you can't.
When you do, it just puts you in a knot hole.
You are right. You're right. And guys seem like if they get beat, they're reaching for the jersey, and they've got to stop that. Clemens, and he'll go right up the middle and off the right guard, rather, and 3 yards on the play. And Jim Bob was at a safety trying to bust something because Knott Central had 9 in the box.
Oh, I mean, right now, I mean, Coach, they've really got the line of scrimmage is packed. They've got 9 guys in the box, and they're just saying, you know, we're going to have to stop them.
Yeah. Guys, will Clemens look maybe at the past year?
I don't think
I dare
so.
say not.
Now Knott Central. There's a fumble, and looks like Knott County, one of the players pointed their way, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking,
it is. They've got the football.
Knott Central, big play there.
Who comes up with the football, and it looks like.
Yeah. Nice play for.
I'm trying to pick this one up this time. I believe it was number 70.
Number 70 for the Patriots.
I believe.
I'll see if we can find that number, guys. That would be Griffith, and that's a big play. Jackson County
got a player
down, and we're going to take a short break, a 30-second break, and we'll be back. And 14-8's their score. Stay with us. Big game.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back to Knott County Central High School here in Hyman, and we're still a little delay. I did see the player moving and arms moving and stuff. So
they're calling the ambulance.
What we're doing is checking on him, and we want to. I think he's moving around. The player is, but he doesn't know if it's his ankle, or leg, or what. So we're going to check on that young man. Guys, scores in the area you were talking about.
Raceland ahead of Letcher Central 6-0 the first quarter. Boyd County up on Bell County 14-6 after the first quarter.
And we'll have Bell County right here on Hometown 24 next week as they will play the Cougars up at Letcher County Central. We should have an update at Jackson too in the Honey Bowl coming up, and that game we knew was going to be a good game. And also we will check on Leslie County as well. But we're still here at a break at 7:05, 14-8 our score, and we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll check on the young man. We do see him moving around, his arms and so forth, so hopefully he's all right. The young man playing hard from Jackson County. We'll try to get his number. We'll take a break and be right back.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Going back to school comes with a lot of expense, but you can still sport a brand new iPhone 13 from Appalachian Wireless for just a penny. Now that's how you save. iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a 2-year contract on the mix and match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. See AppalachianWireless.com for details. An iPhone 13 for a penny. That is easy math. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
And welcome back. The Patriots will have the football with 7:05 to go. 14-8 score, another turnover. And Jackson County, last 2 trips, guys, turnover each time. One in the red zone and one here on about the 28-yard line should be. Yes, there's where the football goes. 1st and 10.
And just like Jim Bob said, after this you go for long ball.
Yeah.
Absolutely, wide outs each way. A Short will get ready. Hand it off to Everidge, right side, and he'll get 5 on the carry. Maybe, yep, he's going to stop our 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 almost coming up, and it'll be 2nd down, 6:50 to go here until the half. The man Toyota at the half coming up, and that's when we'll go over most of the scores in the area and try to give you updates and keep everybody informed as much as we can. And we're glad everyone is along tonight watching high school football right here on Hometown 24. Glad to have everyone. Give us a text and we'll be glad to give you a holler. Wide outs each way as Short will get ready. Jackson County on defense go to the left side, and he's going to keep it right off the left side, guys, and he picks up 4 more. And it's going to be about 1 yard to go. It'll be 3rd down and 1 coming up for Knott County.
You know, that looked like a speed option look to me. How about you, Manus?
Yeah.
He's coming out, and
I thought the line might have been a little bit of procedural there, but quick hitter trying to get him through that gap.
Big play for the Patriots coming up is Short. Gibson will dot the I back there behind Short. And look, guys, Ambergy to the left isolated this time as the wide out. And here's the handoff. Everidge will cut up the middle. Not much room there, but I think he's close to the first down. I don't know,
nope.
Guys. They marked him short. It's 4th down coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Big stop by the Generals that time. And if you're not County, Manus?
Everidge
it is.
I don't know. I'd almost go with the quarterback boot right here.
Oh.
I think they're going to be thinking the same thing you guys are thinking and let that quarterback boot it out wide.
Well, I see what surprise we have at the 5-minute mark till the half. 14-8 score. Knott County will come to the line with 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Everidge and Gibson will line up with Short and say hello as Short goes straight up the middle and picks up.
easy.
He gets 3 on the carry, and it's going to be First down and 10, 17-yard line, guys, with 4:40 going to be still ticking on the clock.
And Jim was right.
No, Jim knows. He's been at this game many, many years.
Well, they didn't bootleg it out wide, so I can't.
But it was still the quarterback.
Still quarterback, guys.
Carrying the mail.
Well,
Jim
when you
Bobby
count the
Fudge.
numbers, guys, when you count the numbers, ain't nobody accounts
See,
for the
man,
quarterback.
Manus is going to give you credit no matter
giving
what.
him credit.
I appreciate it, guys. Now look for the slant or a post route out here to Ambergy, split wide to the right.
Absolutely,
Brought
it's coming.
Gibson back into the middle here.
Yeah, Short will take it.
He's
Looks
looking at
down
Ambergy
and
all the way.
there he was. And
the
I
slant.
tell you, he did a nice job on the slant. This pass a little short for him there, and second down will be coming
There's a
up.
flag on the play.
Evidently, they're
I think it was maybe an illegal man downfield.
Could
I'm
be.
not for sure what they're.
Well, they're talking to Coach Mullins about it.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be on Knott Central, and it's going to cost them 5. And an eligible receiver, and
Did not see that.
ball will be put
I
near
think
the 22.
Someone was covered.
Somebody was covered. They had a trips over here, and they had
Yep.
the inside and outside guy were on the line of scrimmage, which makes the inside guy ineligible. He released, and that was the legal man downfield.
Knott County. Short will be ready for the football as wideouts each way. Short drops back. And here's the pass. Gibson will take it. 20-yard line.
Nice move.
15 out of bounds, baby. Did he stay
nice
in?
play.
Yeah, it was.
Stepped out.
10-yard line. Well, 11-yard line. So second down will be coming up for Knott County.
That was all Shane Gibson.
Yeah, Shane's an athletic young man.
Thought he had Ambergy wide
I
open.
didn't see.
There wasn't anybody within 10
Been on
yards.
2 big defensive plays tonight.
Yes.
Mr.
Oh, yes,
Shane
he
Amberg.
has. Yes, he has.
Well, the initial move he made to avoid the first defender was a really nice move.
Yep, Shane Gibson, a nice young man, and he's a junior for the Patriot football team this year.
And already with 1 touchdown.
Yes, he is. And we're going to have a timeout here, and we'll leave it here, folks. It's going to be a short one, we think, at 3:54, 14-8.
Letcher Central just took the lead on Raceland 7-6 on a touchdown reception from Holbrook to Ramsey. Boyd County up 21-6 over Bell. And guys, I think somebody might have told you that before we got on the air today.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Perry, 21-0 over Breathitt, guys. It's getting ugly in the Honey Bowl down in Jackson right now.
Yeah, I was very interested to see the Bell score. You know, I know that you've got conflicting styles there. Boyd likes to air it out. We're going to see Bell next week. You know what Dudley does. You know, he's going to line it up, and he's going to make you beat him up front.
Yeah, you're right.
But without the leading rusher in the state this year, that's
But, you know, he's not going to change his style.
No.
He's still going to have that physical style of football and to man up and especially in the trench area.
And, you know, we talked last week about Coach Haywood's 50th season. This is also Dudley's 50th season. So, man, you're talking about some
Them
football.
guys like football.
They like football, but like I like soup beans, David.
Wideouts each way as Short will get ready. Average lineup, be the back beside him. Gibson will dot the I way back because he may be carrying the mail this time, guys. And he drops it, and he has to jump on it. And that's a big play there. His ball will be down on the 19. And that will bring up third down, and that will change your play.
We talked about it.
Right now.
Red zone issues. They've had a penalty in the red zone. They've had right there was a very, very costly dropped toss.
Yeah, because Average had his man. He was ready to kick him out.
Why you run your guys? Third and long.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing us run a little screen pass.
Okay. We've not had a screen tonight, guys, and it would be a great time for a screen. Short will get ready to take it. Wideouts each way, and here's the air pass, and it looks like Ambergy, and
he dropped it.
That's going to be a flag thrown, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, he was face guarding him, plus he had some hands on him.
Yeah. So that will move the football no, it'd be
we get automatic first down.
Yeah, it'd be automatic first down, and we do have lights at the end. So our crews are working hard with the athletes tonight. It's good to see that taken care of. Short gets the play from the coach, and that is Coach Randall Mullins. Been here with the Patriots. He played football here as a young man, and nice young man in the area.
He loves Knott County football, David.
He does.
He coached the middle school for years.
He did.
And
he did.
He's a guy that really, really bleeds this Patriot blue.
Yeah. Looks like Everidge will be the guy maybe to carry the mail this time, as he will line up with short wideouts each way. And guys, when Knott County has spread the field like this, a lot of times Everidge has took the mail for 4 or 5 yards. So we'll see, as we've got a timeout, and we'll have to take one as well. We've not been off in a while, guys. Let's take one at 3:04, 14-8 score, and we'll be right back.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. Knott Central getting ready to try to get on the scoreboard here again, as they will have the football down on the 9-yard line. Short will hand off to Everidge, up to the 5, 4, gets down to the 3 for the Generals make the tackle.
Nice kick out block,
Yep.
and I'm trying to get who made the nice block coming off.
Patriots will first and go.
Now, here's the thing. If you're not, you don't really want to hurry right here.
No,
just take your time. The clock's your friend.
Absolutely. Use some of it. But, hey, less time the Generals
That's
will
exactly
have to
right.
work
I mean,
with.
this is where you got to have that assistant coach on the sideline that's got that stopwatch, because you don't have a play clock here, I don't see.
No, we
and
do not.
just to where you're snapping it, 2 seconds to go.
Wideouts each way as Short will get ready, and he's taking.
He is taking
very
his time.
good.
Yeah,
Very good.
and I think Coach Mullins may be signaling a different play call in here. Maybe even I've seen a few signals, so we'll see. Average again, and he's up the middle, and maybe 1 that time.
That's fine.
Down to the 2, and second and goal coming up for the Patriots. Guys, Prairie Central, 21-0 over Breathitt.
Surprising.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really surprised that Perry's ahead.
Okay.
But not that margin.
But the margin does surprise me.
Oh, yeah. At
Breathitt.
At Breathitt.
Yes.
You're right. Wideouts each way. Everidge still there, and I tell you what, Everidge has been tough running off the right side guys, off a tackle and guard there, and it looks like Jackson County's trying to linebacker shooting over a little bit. He keeps the football as he goes in, and that's Short to the left side, 2 yards out, and that will give Knott Central 20 on the board. 20-8 their score, as the extra point will be coming up.
Yeah, nice play. You know, they fake the ball to Everidge, and he just pulls it back and takes it through the 1 hole and just pretty much walks in as the defense collapses on Everidge. And, guys, I'm going to tell you, when you're Jackson, the style of play that they play, it's going to be tough to overcome this deficit. You know, the first drive they scored on was a 9-minute drive.
And it's the reverse. If they're up, it makes for problems. But when they're behind, it makes for problems.
And, you know, Knott County's speed has shown me that they're not going to give up the home run. Now, they may yank off 15 or 20 yards, but Knott County's got the speed to run them down.
That's a good point. And, guys, 2 turnovers back-to-back costs them 14 if the extra point goes.
Holland's going to try it.
Yep, and here we are, and it looks good, and it is good. 21-8, guys. Minute 32 to go. Stay with us. Friday Night Football from Hyman.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back. 21-8, our score here with 1:32 to go. Breathitt County and Prairie, 21-7 as the Bobcats take one in, guys, and get on the board as well down in the Honey Bow in Jackson. So Knott Central getting ready to kick off here as Everidge will bring the football out and get ready to do his job. And he's done a nice job tonight, hunting the football and kicking the football off. No question about it.
Clemens is not all the way back, guys. It's looks like it's Curtis instead of Clemens.
They're probably trying to give him a break and keep his legs fresh.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Knott County getting ready to kick. Generals will receive the ball as nice kick. And Generals at the 15, 20, 25, stops there, looks it over, right side, makes a cut and gets up to the 28. And that's number 20 of the Generals. Griffith makes the defensive play, and Curtis does the running for the Generals.
Guys, that's probably the first time I've seen not a great special teams play, just because he kicked a line drive, doesn't give your coverage team time to get down there, and he kicked it straight to the runner, which allowed him to get a nice 15-yard return there.
And without Griffith making that tackle, trouble. It's going to be a little bit of trouble. He's going to get at least 15, 20 more yards.
Minute 24 on the clock, guys. I would think the Generals has to go quick. Do you have?
Well, they're going to go quick, but I still don't see him throwing the ball.
Yeah, Clemens will get ready.
They're in the shotgun here.
Yes, they are. And here's the throw. It's up. He's got space.
Intercepted.
It's picked off. And he loses it out of bounds. And I
think he had possession.
Are they going to give it to him? They're talking it over.
About it. I'm telling you, that happened quickly. So
2 steps, 1 step. How many steps?
They gave him the interception.
Knott County will get the interception.
Guys,
that was quick.
Yeah, control of the ball.
Yeah.
And one sports move.
Yeah.
One athletic move is possession. So he caught the ball, took a step, got hit.
General's third turnover
in their territory.
Out of the last 3 times they've had the football. And
that was one of your keys to the
I mean, you don't go on the road and do that. And you don't do it at home either if you're playing.
You don't do it anytime.
No.
Now, if Jackson doesn't play us over-the-top safety right here, I'm going at Ambergy 3 straight times right here.
Okay. You heard it from Jim McCauley. And that guy knows football, folks. He's done it for years. Wide outs each way. And
no over-the-top help.
You've got Mr. Ambergy here.
On the short side.
Absolutely. Yep. And short drops back. He's looking at Ambergy.
Double move.
Here's the throw. He's got him. He's down at 5. Caught. Touchdown, Ambergy.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play.
And we got a flag, and we don't know what that is yet, but he'll be coming back.
Same thing. Illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield, and that will be coming back, folks.
At number 4.
And they ran a trips to the left again, and they had the inside receiver was covered up.
Hey, I like the throw.
That was a beautiful throw. That was a beautiful throw.
There. Nice throw by
and the double move. The double move that Ambergy
was
made.
Great.
He had a lot of room out there to make a play.
Sorry, I said that right in the middle of.
Well,
I'm sorry, I got carried away there. I liked it. I liked that move.
Yeah.
Big penalty.
Yep. Ball will be put back.
Guys,
42-yard line.
I'm doing the same
First
thing
down
again.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, unless they're going to play over the top. And I don't understand why Jackson County's not playing a safety over the top. I mean, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times.
Well, and it's 1 minute and 9 seconds.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to go drop 2 deep.
Yeah. So Knott County will line up again the similar way as Ambergy will be the.
He about did it again.
Oh, yeah. And Short will look, and here's the
go.
throw. He's got him again. Touchdown, and
no flags.
No flag this time, and Ambergy will haul it in to give the Patriots 27-8 lead. A nice throw by Short, and Michael Gibson is the receiver, not Ambergy. It kind of fooled me. I thought I seen 11, but no.
Well, that was some really good speed, too. I mean, he just went on a straight 9 route down the field. And,
absolutely.
Ran past the defender. But once again, if you're the corner, I'm going and asking the coach, David. I said, I'm going to say, give me a safety over the top.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought they could do that all night, to be honest with you. I really did. I mean, there's the extra point, and it is good. And that'll make it 28-8, and Jackson County has buried themselves on 3 turnovers, guys.
Yeah, they have.
We'll leave it here as we get ready for the Man Toyota at the half coming up, and that's when we'll go over all the scores. The guys will have those, and I'm kind of curious about the purring breath that has struck just a minute ago to put 7 on the board and see if they can bounce back and get in that football game.
What about Louisville Trinity? 7, Frederick Douglass, or is that the junior college for UK now?
Yes, it is.
Trinity up 7-0 over Frederick Douglass. I think you've got, 3 commits on the Frederick Douglass team? I know they have one that transferred in.
And then they've got some other Division I as well.
Somebody sent us the hazard score. We just had that a while ago, 6-0. We appreciate that. Try to keep us up to date. We appreciate you. I'll find out who that gentleman is when I look back at my phone. Our lady who's sending us these scores, we want to thank them for doing that and helping us out.
Well, David has a long line of constituents that text him in at time to time and let him know.
My friend Harold Mullins used to have to just stay on his phone because it'd be one after another. And
major procedure right
there.
He
it was
way out in front.
Yeah. And he would be on that phone all the time, guys, as people would be checking those scores with him. And he knew so many people. Did such a great job, and we miss our friend. Manus, he's talked about often, isn't he?
Very much so, and I was one of those people that would text you the scores.
You would. You would. And I know Harold would be proud of Manus, the job he done with basketball last year, and Harold thought the world of Manus.
It's hard to beat Manus Blair now.
It is, especially when he's doing and picking hay out of the fields and stuff like that. He does such a great job.
I just see those cowboy boots stomping the floor at Danny Bates' gym.
Oh, man. That's why my back.
Hey, guys, the Bobcats, 13-21, has struck again.
Oh, quickly here.
Yeah. Minute 2.
The momentum has gone to the Bobcats on the
Bobcats,
river.
Getting a little tired of getting pushed around down there, Jim Bob.
Ooh, I tell you, that'd be a nice seat to have right now.
Knott County getting ready to kick off. Everidge will get the privilege. Had a nice game tonight so far, Mr. Everidge. Generals take it on the 20, 25-30, going left side, cuts the middle, and down on the 35. Be 1st and 10 right there for Clemens.
I think that was number 14 that tripped him up.
I think so. 14 for the Patriots. That is Brewer.
No, it's 34, I think.
Oh, 34 would be Holland. So that would be a nice play there. Hey, he had a nice run there. Had it started, and I thought when he slowed down and stopped that.
Well, Holland just got a fingernail on his shoelace, but it was enough to trip him up.
Yep.
And the turf monster.
Look for Jake Jones over here to the right side. I don't know. Down he goes. His own man hit him, and I'll tell you what, Jackson County has had a rough time running their offense, period. Ever since the first series.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that first series took almost 7 to 8 minutes off the clock.
I thought they were and the play call was good.
I think it could be like Manus had hit on the conditioning. They were in such a hurry to get up on the ball, and you start getting a little bit tired. You start making a few of those mental errors.
Yeah, I tell you, they got themselves in a bad spot with their turnovers right now, guys. It's hard to come out of this. Here's the handoff up the right side. He'll pick up 3. That's number 44 for the Generals, and that is Seals with the run there. And the clock will run it out, and I think Jackson County will let it. And halftime has arrived here at Knott County Central. 28-8 or score. The Man Toyota at the half coming up. We'll have scores. We'll talk a little football, and hope you stay with us and join us. We'll be back.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
In Kentucky, we understand what matters. Family, friends, community. But sometimes, we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope. And Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Going back to school comes with a lot of expense, but you can still sport a brand new iPhone 13 from Appalachian Wireless for just a penny. Now that's how you save. iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a 2-year contract on the mix and match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. See AppalachianWireless.com for details. An iPhone 13 for a penny. That is easy math. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hi, I'm attorney David Jones. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Knott County Central High School Everyman Toyota at the half. Manus Blair, Jim Bob McCauley. I'm David Adams. Glad to have you along. We'll try to get the scores. And to our man down at Hazard, JD, always keeps the Hazard clock down there. And what a guy he is. He always sends the scores, guys. Listen, Martin County 26 over Pike Central 12. It was about 10 minutes to go, so that game's probably down around 3 or 4 now. So we'll check on that one as well. And thank you, JD, for sending us that score, my friend. Jim Bob?
Yeah, I've got some scores here, David. I've got Floyd Central all over Leslie at the half, 18-6. Shelby Valley has tightened it up, 21-12 with Lawrence at the half. Boyd County, 24 at Log Mountain. Bell 14, that'd be a upset because Bell laid it on Boyd last year at home. Perry Central and Breathitt turned into a shootout. Perry 28, Breathitt 13 on the riverbank.
Yep. Breathitt going in to score again.
Yep. I've got in Lexington the big game tonight that a lot of people want to see. Louisville Trinity and Frederick Douglass all tied up 7-7 going into the half.
And Hazard ahead of Harlan 12-0 beginning the third quarter.
Does that surprise you? You thought it would be maybe 12-6, 12-8.
I thought it would be within a touchdown either way.
And you're talking about two teams, guys, and I'll just stick on this really quick. Harlan County, traditionally a really strong football team. The last 3 or 4 years had really fell off. New coach this year. Hazard always, nobody wants to play Hazard. Last couple of years, program had fell off. So these are two teams that really, really, really need these wins, because it does not get any easier for Hazard down the road.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of teams in 3A, 4A, and 5A don't want to play down because of the RPI, but they gave them you get one.
Yeah.
You get one. So when you're playing down, it's hard for the 1A and 2A powers for other people to play them.
Well, we were into that last year when we were doing our scheduling at Fletcher Central with Raceland. We couldn't find anybody to play. It does not help us in RPI to play Raceland. It actually hurts you. And then you play a team that's going to play in the state championship.
Right. Yeah.
So, absolutely. It's really a double-edged sword in that thing, because, we already had Hazard, which we're going to play every year at Fletcher Central.
Yeah.
But we couldn't find teams to play.
Right.
And it's tough in the mountains to find teams if you're a bigger school.
Yep. 28-8 is their score here. Guys, this is real simple to wrap up so far the first half here. Jackson County, 3 turnovers, and they paid for all 3 of them.
Oh, you're exactly right, David. And, the first drive, Knott County does exactly what they want to do. They isolate, get a nice reception to their speedy wide receiver, Emberge. Jackson County comes down, 8-minute drive and scores, and I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be a shootout. The wheels have came off for Jackson County.
Yes, they have. Next week, we'll be at Letcher County Central for a big matchup, as Bell County will come in there, and that will be a 7:30 kick. Hope you join us for that one. That should be a dandy. Manus?
And don't forget about the volleyball game Wednesday.
Volleyball game Wednesday.
Prairie Central and Leslie County, big 54th district battle over
will be a dandy.
At the Richard Nixon Center. I called it the Coliseum the other night, and so look forward to doing that with Betty Von Cottle on Wednesday. Enjoy volleyball.
And Betty Von loves her volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
And she was a very good coach.
Yeah, you can't say volleyball without saying Betty Von in East Kentucky.
Oh, you're
I'm
right.
telling you.
We're going to take a quick break. We want to thank you for joining us, the Man Toyota at the Hype. We'll be back. Third quarter will be coming up, and Jim Bob and Manus, they'll be ready. They're ready to go. Stay with us. Big night of football.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back. Second half, getting ready to start here at Knott County Central. We're about a minute away. 28-8 is their score. And Knott County taking advantage of 3 turnovers in the first half and scoring 21 points off those 3 turnovers. We want to thank the Knott County Central staff for letting us come here tonight and show this ball game. And they've been very nice, bringing water, pop, and they brought a burger up here that you had to have 2 hands to hold it, and Jim Bob McCauley killed it.
He stole it right out of my hands.
And
he recovered my fumble on the hamburger.
And Josh Cornett is turning the nachos up, our control man. And poor old Jeremy Woolham up there starving to death, but he can't take his hands off the camera. So let's get back to action.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of adjustments both coaching staffs did at halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Everidge will get ready to kick off. Back for Jackson County, of course, will be their main man. That's Clemens getting ready to receive the football. Waiting for the official to blow the whistle, and it's time to get the third quarter underway. Here's the kick. Jackson County would take it 20-25. Clemens up the right side, makes the cut back, but Knott Central's going to be waiting on him. 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Jackson County will have the football.
That was Ambergy with a special teams tackle.
Guys, if you're Jackson County, you definitely don't want the quick turnover. You want to try to march the football down and get some points on the board to try to get back into it and make it,
And that's the best, right? And that's the best thing they could do right now is march football down and convert into a touchdown.
There's the handoff, and the Patriots almost had that as the line.
That's going to be a big loss.
They've just not been able to control the line, guys. Jackson County's not.
Griffith shot the gap and almost got Clemens before he was able to get the football away.
Yep, 2nd down and long coming up for Jackson County. Ball's on the 31-yard line.
Knott County's simply putting too many guys up front for Jackson County to block. With no threat of throwing the ball down the field, Knott County is just sold out.
They're loading the box.
Yes,
No
exactly.
question. Jackson County, Clemens, he's back and
Got him.
nowhere to go,
That's
and he
Gibson.
loses yards too as Gibson makes the big play. Ball will be all the way back to the 24, near the 25.
It's going to be a loss of 10 right there.
Yep, third down and long coming up for Jackson County.
Yeah, and you talk about being behind the sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not exactly what the Generals wanted to start the second half.
These young kids, they make these turnovers, guys, and if you're not real mentally tough and strong now, it'll
It's easy
wear
to
on
put
you.
your head down.
It is. Clemens with a handoff right up the one hole, and he gets about 2 yards, and it's going to be fourth down. And guys, you would think the Generals would punt this away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see at this position of the game and in field position, they would go for it here.
And back for Knott County is number 21, and that will be Ambergy, Mason Ambergy for Knott Central. He'll receive the punt. Clemens will be back to do the honors for Jackson County with 10 minutes to go, third quarter. 28-8, our score.
Guys, right now I'm thinking, if I'm looking at a player of the game, Gibson has to be the player of the game for me at this point right now.
Along with Griffith.
And
he's danger. Don't want it hitting off of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll go.
And nobody signaled to him to get out of the way.
Yep.
We always had a call. We called it to Peter. You could scream Peter, and that meant everybody to look for the ball and get out of the way.
Yep. 46-yard line, 1st and 10 for Knott Central. And guys, I have to be honest with you, Patriots take this one down, and
Not
Jackson
looking good.
County is really going to hang their heads because it's going to be awfully tough to come back. Southern Miss and Kentucky score tomorrow, Jim Bob, is what?
35-14
I like
Wildcats.
that score. Miss?
31-14.
31-14. I'm going to go 42-10.
42-10.
I'm getting this
fumble,
bad.
he's got to get down
Yeah,
on it.
there's the ball. Is that Short ran the ball down, guys?
Yes.
Yes. I'm getting bad as Josh Cornick, giving him too much credit where credit's deserved, but I'll get Josh's score here. I know David Thacker was in his score. He's a very big Wildcat fan.
And one of the reasons is the new changes. There's just not going to be as many possessions in a normal game.
Wideouts each way for the Patriots as Short gets ready, drops back. He looks in the air. Here's the pass. And
It's going to be intercepted. No.
They had a great chance to intercept that one as the ball kind of died up top and a little slain on it.
Yeah, and I did see Jackson County that time actually went to a cover 2 look with a 2 deep safety, which allowed them to have a little bit more keeping everything in front of them.
Cramp out there at the 28-yard line, looks like, as they're trying to work on.
And he's struggling.
Yeah.
Been there and done that.
Well, it's a hot night tonight, and that sweat's popping, guys. You have to hit those fluids. But a lot of these kids will go both ways sometimes, and it, you really got to take advantage of it and get the fluids when you can.
Everybody's not Travis Hunter. I've said that twice now.
Well, you're going to hear me give no props to the Colorado team. I am not a Dion fan.
I'm not either, but you got to give props to Travis Hunter.
He's a ball player.
He's going to be probably a top 10 draft choice. And,
Yeah.
he's going to make a lot of money for himself. He's probably already made money.
David Thacker, 31-7. Pretty good score. UK and Southern Miss.
As I found out, he's a very intelligent man.
56-17. Who's that? Josh Cornick.
56-17.
Guys, he is a Wildcat fan.
I don't know. I don't pick prime numbers ever. I'm against that. I gotta stay away from 17 and 19, Josh.
Don't know the hold up right now unless.
Still the
Oh,
injury.
yeah, they still got the cramp, and he's trying to make his way off now, and he's trying to get that out, guys.
Yeah, then you give him a little
Gotta
pickle
roll
juice.
it and roll that thing out.
Yeah.
You get your grandma's rolling pin, and you work on that thing.
Our cameraman, Jeremy Wood, 54-21.
54-21.
A lot of points tomorrow night in Kroger Field.
I picked the under, so
First game, a lot of curiosity, see how the Cats do. Guys, I don't know about college football or basketball for that. You got a new team every year.
Yeah, this is tough.
I mean, it's tough. It really is. Short will drop back and he'll go long. He has his man out there, ball a little short, and it's incomplete.
I'm very surprised that he didn't call interference call there, but I guess it was both players were going for the ball.
for a little hand play, yeah.
And that was an incomplete pass, and we'll try it again. And
That was Gibson that
Yeah,
time on the fly pattern.
Listen, I expect that play on one side or the other.
Well, like I said, though, they've dropped their safeties back
Right,
deeper.
yeah.
It's not going to be as isolated as what you
Right.
saw in the past.
And they got their eyes on the play. The old Tony Dungy look.
Yes, they do. Ball only 38, fourth down coming up. Do you punt it away? I would think
Oh,
so.
yes.
guys.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I would think so. Fourth and long, and Everidge will get ready to do the honors. And he's done a nice job tonight punting the football. And
It's
good
off
one
another
again.
beauty.
Yes, it is. And it's going to take a Patriot row, and it's going to end up on the 22, close to the 23. And there's where Jackson County have it. First and 10, 8:40 third quarter, 28-8 or score. Both
40-yard punt.
Yeah.
Anytime you get a 40-yard punt, and
It's
just like
not
Jim
bad.
said,
Yeah,
it flips the field and makes them travel
Yeah.
the entire distance.
Yeah, I saw way too many 28-yard shanks last year on Saturdays.
Mr. Everidge is trying to get that player of the game with Gibson. They're battling right now.
Well, we got 2 or 3, 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Clemens gets ready, 2 wide outs to the left, and puts it in there, and there's the slant right there, Jim Bob, but the
Gibson
pass
again?
was behind. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Gibson came off that weak
edge.
side end, and he
Yeah, he did.
absolutely blasted the quarterback right when he was getting rid of the ball. I can tell you, I really like the Gibson kid.
Yeah, he's played well tonight. He really has. Ball on the 22, second down and 10 coming up.
And I really don't think that Jackson, they can't pass.
No, you can
consistently.
tell. It's been off. It really has. Here's the ball up the middle, and General's big first down there, and I'm trying to pick at 40.
44.
That will be Seals with a big run for
Evan Seals.
Yeah.
Griffith just was very close getting a quarterback, but
Well, and with that saying, man, as you saw, all the defensive line over penetrating
Yes.
that
Yeah.
time, and he just gave it quick hitter to the fullback, and it was in the second level, quick as a blink.
Clemens ran the football a lot in the first half. Are we going to see more of Seals this half? Because that's a nice run.
Was.
Right? Had good strength, protected the ball well. Here's the handoff, and looks like Seals will get it again.
It's Gibson again.
Yeah.
Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson's
Put
playing
his
a
shoulder
big-time
right
game.
in there.
And listen, the Seals kid's a big kid at fullback. He's a 210-pound, 215-pound fullback, and Gibson looks like he's a 165.
Maybe a little more than that.
And he brings the thunder.
Yeah,
he
but
brings
you're
every pound he
right.
gets.
He does. You're right. Clemens dropped back. Here's a handoff over to the
got a lot of
40,
room.
35.
Yep.
He's
Got the
going to
crease.
get Clemens. He's got space.
Ooh.
Down to the 30, 25-yard line. It's going to be first and 10. Nice run off of tackle, left tackle, third hole, and he makes Knott County pay, Jim Bob, as he picked it up, Manus, and picked the yardage up to give his team their best play in a long time.
34-yard run.
Yeah.
And, you know, Knott County's got all the momentum, but, you know, it's real easy to let your foot off the gas pedal.
Yes.
And lose your focus on what you need to be doing or what you did in the first half.
Yeah. Wideouts, one wide out to the right as Clemens will take it. Left side, cuts, nowhere to go. Maybe picked a yard up. Be second 9 coming up for Jackson County.
A host of Patriots there. Led by, who do you think?
Number 7 that time, and that's Brody Short. And Hunter Thomas is still over here on the sideline.
Jackson County. Emmons drops back, looks downfield, got his man caught up to the 15-yard line as he's trying to get more space, but that's number 68, guys. And I don't have him.
88. We don't have him on the roster.
We don't have him on the roster. We'll try to find out who the
another
young
good-looking
man is.
kid.
Big kid.
And see if we can find out who had made the big play for Jackson County. Nice catch, and Jackson County ball on the 22. It'll be first and 10. Clock at 6:15 and running. 28-8 or score as Jackson County as Jones will bring the play in, and it to Clemens, and now the team will sprint to the line to get ready. And we got a false start or motion 1. There we go.
On the Generals.
Yep, 5 yards, and you get in the red zone, and your first play, you bring it back.
It's just a lack of focus. Now, one thing I've noticed, you know, all the teams that we've seen the last couple of years all use the armbands to signal in their play. And Jackson County's running that receiver in and out.
Yeah.
And, you know, once again, you know, that's just a lot of running back and forth, and it's a chance for miscommunication. And they're trying to hurry so much once it gets the play in. You know, you look, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, and then they're going to be out of there.
And that's why they have to rush up to the line a lot of times in order to make up that difference.
Jackson County, Clemens under center. Fakes.
Oh, he's got the tight end wide open in the seam.
Yes, he does.
There it is.
There it is, and it's caught. And he'll have the
Had
ball
a knee down.
about on the 2-yard line. Nice play.
Wide
nice
open.
Play. And be first and go for the Generals as the clock runs down to 5:24. 28-8 or score. Hey, this big play right here, this gets you back in the football game. So.
And if there's any wing tee enthusiasts out there, that's just simply the old waggle play. You fake power to the right, and you're dragging everybody across the field. And they did it twice in a row, hit 2 different receivers with it.
And if it had been on target, he walks.
Oh, who walks in?
Walks in for the touchdown.
Right. Clemens, end off right there, right side touchdown, and that's number 44. That is Seals, the big strong kid, right off the right guard, and heads home and cuts the lead to 28-14 as Jackson County. Here, do you go for 2, guys?
I think they're going to go for 2. Well,
maybe I'm wrong.
No.
Now, when I look, they're
showing
their place kicker for last year had 14 out of 15. So
yeah,
they're going to go for 1 here.
Yep, they bring the kicker out. Oh well. You never know, guys. I've seen some nice fakes run sometimes.
There you go, David.
There's your fake. He don't have anybody.
He catches it. He catches it.
What about that?
It goes in.
Was that the tackle that caught the ball?
And it's incomplete because he dropped it after he had it in his hands, guys. Oh, my.
I thought it was thrown through. I thought it was thrown through the needle's eye.
Yeah, and right in his hand. But now there's still time. Why not? You know, Jim McCauley would if he was over there on the sideline. Shoot. But anyway, we'll leave it right here. I try to catch the scores, guys, get an update here. Hey, by the way, want to tell everybody, also on Channel 25, we have a good football game going tonight. Breathitt and Prairie, if you want to tune in over there and come back and check us out. We got 2 good games going. So it's the Commodores and Bobcats on Channel 25. So, and that score is 28-13 right now. Prairie leading that one. So
Hazard's 20-0 with 3 minutes left
Now,
in the third quarter.
Guys, I want to tell you something. That kind of surprised me.
Defense, because you know, that was one of the weaknesses. Wait a minute, guys. What's going on here? We've missed something.
Offside, not central.
Oh.
I did not see the flag, but if it's offside, not central, it's offside, not central. If the guys in the stripe says that, they're in
and
charge
now it's
of this
easy
game.
to go up for 2 because you're on a half-yard line.
Yes, you moved up.
And
Yes.
here we go as Clemens will take the handoff right back
Easy,
big
and I believe he broke
guy.
the plane.
And
No.
they say no.
No.
Seals could not get there, so he was short. And nice try by Jackson County. But anyway, 28-14 our score. We'll take 30 seconds. We're coming back.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back to Knott Central. Knott Central with a 28-14 lead. 5 minutes to go here in the third. So Jackson County comes back. Patriots taking advantage of those turnovers in the first half and putting 21 on the board on those 3 turnovers. Did a nice job there. So big time. And we want to wish our friend Drum Thornsbury, I hope he's feeling better, doing better. He's had to miss his duties tonight, so we hope he gets feeling better. Drum Thornsbury, good friend of Bears.
Yeah, hope you're feeling better, Drum. Prairie Central up on breath at 35-13 now with 11 minutes to go in the third quarter.
That hurt. Jackson County getting ready as Clemens will do the honor on the kickoff. Back for Knott Central will be Ambergy and Gibson. Is that correct, guys?
I think you're right.
The way that numbers are.
Man,
Here's
good
the kick, and up the middle it'll go. 15-20 cuts left.
He's got a
25.
seam.
He does
good
have
block.
seam. He does, and he got control. 50. Got one man to
The
beat.
kicker.
And the kicker gets him. And that is
21.
Number 21, Ambergy, with a big run back for Mason. What a job he done there, guys.
Saw 2 or 3 good blocks on there.
Absolutely.
Pancake blocks.
Absolutely. Mason, a nice job to the left side of the field and turned the speed on. That young man's got some speed.
That's one thing that just keeps standing out to me with this Knott County team is they've got great overall speed.
Skill.
Yes, they do.
And you know, the thing about it is, I think Jim mentioned it earlier, they're kicking it deep, but what that allows you to do is it allows the field to open up for that speed to take over in this football game.
2 wide outs left, 1 to the right. Everidge will set back with the quarterback, the man running the show, Mr. Short. And here's Everidge right up the middle, and he gets 4 or 5 as he goes down there. We got a flag down on the other end over around the 39-yard line, so we'll wait on that.
Yeah, that's usually somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
And it's going to be on Knott County.
Yeah, if I'm Knott County, that's kind of what I'm looking at now. Get a dose of, they've dropped their safeties back. That's the 2 players out of the box.
Yes.
Opens up the middle and let's just eat some clock and run the ball up the middle.
Time to carry the mail. Ball will be put back on the 45. Be first and 15, guys.
And it's point, counterpoint. Okay, just like Jim said, they made adjustments. Now Knott Central makes the adjustment on the offensive side.
And I think Jim Bob's pretty much right here. You're gonna run the football if they put their safeties back and they've got his field spread, and they're Short taking advantage of it.
Oh,
and he gets
running.
it back to the original line of scrimmage. Where
this is what you don't want to see right here.
No.
Yeah. It's going to be second down and 10 as Short will get up and get a play.
And I really like that Knott County players, it's a little after the
Yeah.
whistle stuff, but they maintain their composure and nobody did anything silly.
Yeah, you got the guys in the stripes not going to put up with too much horseplay. 3:38, third quarter. Short will get ready to take the snap. A little bit of fun there. Here comes Gibson, left side.
Got a flag.
Yeah.
Thrown by the umpire. You know what that usually means.
And we got a hole on the Patriots.
Yes.
Yeah, Knott County not really looked super sharp the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Gibson made something, and it was a low snap, and Short was able to get the ball back to Gibson, and Gibson is showing his athletic ability on this field tonight, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's got a really quick first step, and you watch that on defense when he gets to the ball carrier, and on offense, he took 2 steps and he was on the sideline.
Second down and about 14, guys, and Knott County gets some yardage, and then the old yellow flag takes it back. So 2 wideouts over to the left, 1 to the right.
Now you're probably in a passing situation here. Nope, it's going to run a toss.
Looks like Everidge will be the blocker.
Nice defense.
Yeah, good defense by Jackson County, and nowhere to go there. And another loss on the play. Third down coming up and a long ways.
And I know this is from a coaching standpoint, but I really always had a hard time running a toss out of the shotgun. For some reason, it's really hard for a quarterback to make a smooth toss out of that. Much easier under center where you can pivot your foot, and that just doesn't look smooth. It's slow.
No,
it's very slow.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think Knott Central is going to timeout now.
I think so. We'll just leave it here. It's going to be a quick one, I'm sure, at 2:46. So.
Now, the only difference, remember UK used to run they would run the pitch to the left.
Yeah.
Out of the shotgun during the.
And I always said to pitch to the wide side of the field. No.
But they would pitch it to the short side.
R2's
Pinner made a living on that play, the little left-handed pitch to the short side of the field. Probably one of the only times, but now you see a lot of teams do that.
Yeah.
35-13 our score in Jackson. Commodores leading that one. And got a text. When is the Bulldogs going to be on Hometown 24? We will have you on Hometown 24.
Letcher Central Hazard.
Letcher Central Hazard. That game will be a dandy, too, when we do have it. It will be a hard-played football game, fellas.
And you look at Hazard's schedule. Boy, whoever made that schedule out.
It's tough.
And it wasn't Coach Chandler. But, it prepares you tough. If it doesn't beat you down.
Eddie Browning.
Oh, Eddie Browning. We put him on the hot seat right off the bat.
Eddie, my friend, we will be down to see you.
But if it doesn't beat you down, and when you're a single A team, you don't have it, just like these two teams right here. When your numbers are between 20 and 30, as Jim knows, heat, injuries, and just attrition throughout the year.
Wideouts.
Now the middle of the field should be open.
Yes, it is. As they drop back, Short's going to get screened.
Oh, nobody got him.
Nice
and
play
that was
there.
Curtis.
Yeah. And for Jackson County, what a play it was.
And they were ready for that screen that time.
Well, I don't think they were. What my biggest issue with that, and always when I run a screen, and you see the running back get tackled, and you see 3 linemen standing there, and I think the issue was the lineman just didn't pick the defender up.
There were 2 of them there that didn't get didn't get Curtis.
And it's tough. It's tough for a lineman to block in open
But
field.
you saw what I saw right before the snap was right over the middle. It was open because the linebacker came up, and it was wide open.
Yeah.
Everidge will get the opportunity to punt this away again, and the Generals will get the football back under 2 minutes, third quarter.
Guys, Generals score then one more time.
Ooh,
it's a one-possession
got a ball game.
You got a ball game.
And the Everidge has done a nice job once again of punting the football.
Well, they're back a little deeper this time.
Him and
Got a little
Gibson
respect
has
that time.
done a great job tonight on their skills. They've played well, and they've looked good in this football game. It looks like Coach Mullins maybe letting the clock tick away some.
So in this case, it's the back judge, and there she throws her flag for delay of game.
So they're going to scoot it back to the 40, and it'll be
Traditionally, what is that signal?
Down.
What when you don't have one? What is that traditional signal at 10 seconds? Does the back judge hold up their hand, or what do they do in that situation?
As a coach, I try not to never make eye contact.
Now college
with officials.
does. The college people do. Yeah,
they do that even with the play clock.
Yeah. Everidge getting ready to punt this away, and he will. And
another nice punt.
Another nice kick. Clemens on the 22 cuts it up the left. He's going to get some yardage there.
And that's going to be a late hit.
Late hit, and it's going to be
a good call over there.
Yep.
15 yards on top of that.
Yep, 33, and it should be probably up near the 48, 1st and 10 for the Generals.
Clemens outran the coverage there and got on the outside, and then he was hit out of bounds over there. So he's going to add 15 more.
Guys, Jackson County, man, momentum has definitely shifted.
It's changed, and I think even Knott Central's crowd here has thought the game was over.
Knott County got that big lead, 28-8 at half, and they've not had the excitement they had in the first half. Guys.
They've had a few penalties, a couple of busted plays, and they're letting Jackson County right back in this game.
And Jackson County's going to put you to sleep.
Yes, they are.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Clemens will hand it off to the big guy.
Nice tackle.
No room as he probably loses a little bit.
I believe that was Seals. I believe that was Hurley on the tackle. Yes, 33. It was. Yes.
Big Hurley. Had a great game last week, Hurley did. Played well.
Got off the block there and was able to make the tackle.
Yeah. So you may see Mr. Hurley get a little fired up and get more into this game. Number 33 for the Patriots.
Well, he's long, and he's got long arms. And when he learns to use those for leverage, he's going to be a heck of a ball player.
Jackson County coming to the line. Clemens will get ready to take that snap. And here is the handoff. Clemens to the other side. 50-yard line, 48. It's going to be out about at the 45-yard line where it's going to be
a third
down coming up for Jackson County. And guys, misdirection a little bit, and they run well. But now I tell you, Knott County shut it off a guard and tackle.
Yeah.
They've loaded the box. Put some heat there.
But they get so much penetration, it's really hurting that trap game that the wing T does, and because they're just over penetrating so much. We saw a couple of times the big nose guard about to take the handoff.
Yep.
And that center's had a rough day.
Big play for Jackson County. Big play for Knott Central on defense. Here's the handoff. Clemens left side. Nowhere to go, and Knott Central's waiting there. It's going to be 4th down coming up.
But you'll see him go for it right here,
Yeah, I think so, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think so, too. It's 4th down, almost 5 yards to go there, 4.5. So I look for them to gamble here because you're down 28-14 in the third quarter is just about to come to an end. We're under 10 seconds.
I think they're going to let it run out.
I believe so. You are right, Manus, my friend. And that's going to do it. Third quarter is over here at Knott County Central. Stay with us. Fourth quarter coming up, 28-14, Knott County.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Going back to school comes with a lot of expense, but you can still sport a brand new iPhone 13 from Appalachian Wireless for just a penny. Now that's how you save. iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a 2-year contract on the Mix and Match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. See AppalachianWireless.com for details. An iPhone 13 for a penny. That is easy math. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Knott County Central High School, fourth quarter. I want to remind everyone next week again, before we get off here, we'll be at Cougar Field, Letcher County Central, for the Bell County Letcher County Central game. That'd be a 7:30 kick. Please join us for that. That should be a dandy. Jackson County.
Big play right here, guys.
Yes, it is. Clemens wideouts each way, and Seals not going to take it. He's going to be the blocker this time. Oh, my goodness.
52 moved a little bit out of his, got out of his crouch a little bit.
Yep, 5 yards, and now that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Really hurt.
Yeah. Ball's going to be tucked back. It's going to be 4th down and about 8.
Yeah, that changes the whole.
Yeah,
your play call at 4th and 3 as opposed to 4th and 8.
You know, I think you'll see that waggle.
Let it be saying, yeah, probably.
I do too.
I think you'll see the waggle.
Do they have an option off the waggle? Do they,
well, I mean,
how their formation?
Well, I mean,
are they going to do something different?
The only thing I'd say different off that is, you know, the quarterback can keep it if the defenders drop with receivers, because you're flooding 3 receivers to the right side of the field. So, I don't know.
We'll take a timeout as well. 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Guys, the fake reverse on this.
You know, it's so hard because Knott County has such good speed.
And they've been taking the ends off here lately.
I didn't exactly see the formation down here when they threw the ball to the tight end.
It was the wing tee, right?
Was that what it was? Mm-hmm. I think that's what I'd run right here.
And drag the tight end back to the
across.
But here's the thing. You got to get to the stakes. You can't cut your route short, and they've got to be cognizant of that. Yep. So your tight end's to the right. It's a halfback toss pass.
And
he's
there
got a man.
It is. He's got a man, and
he caught
Did
that
he call
football.
the flag? Did he throw the
He caught the football.
He's down right there, and now
he caught the football.
he caught it. It's going to be on the 30, 1st and 10, and a big play by the Generals guys.
As soon as he tossed it, I knew what was going on. You know, the halfback toss pass. The corner comes up just enough to get the receiver to get a couple of steps on him.
But, you know, once again, goes deeper into that playbook.
Well, at that point, it's do or die. I mean.
And once again, like I said off, it could have been a Hal Mummy drawed up, and this is what we're going to do.
Seals. Clemens back there. Seals will take it right side, 30, 25, down the 20, all the way down to about the 17. And nice run by Seals, 1st and 10.
He's just a sophomore, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Good-looking kid.
Rumbling, stumbling, put my shoulder pad down, run over you.
Yeah, he's got a real good low center of gravity when he runs the ball, and he's not going to get arm tackled.
Exactly. Man, this is turning into a football game, guys.
Oh, yes, it is.
Knott County got to bowl their back right here and then come up with a stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Notice how Jackson County's coming out of there.
Oh, they've got a lot of pep in their step now.
Oh, yeah.
Clemens off and hands it to Clemens on the outside. He's down to almost the 19,
Did he get
guys.
5?
Yep, I think so.
And, you know, when you're looking at this, it's wearing Knott County Central's defense down.
Yeah, it does. You use a lot of energy out there when you're continuously trying to get after the ball and having to run outside.
And I don't know if Thomas ever came back on defense. He had cramps. I believe he is out there. So.
Here's the handoff, and it goes to Seals off the right tackle, and he gets down maybe the 10 where it's going to be. Third down coming up. Fourth down coming up. I thought it was third down.
It is.
The 8-man here. So it's 3rd and 2. It should be.
And it is. It
yeah.
is. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It may be a long 3.
It
may be
could
a long.
be. We'll see what works out here as Clemens up the right
first
side.
and
He's
goal.
going in, touchdown. And, guys, we got a football game in Hyman. 28-20, and the extra point will be coming up.
Now, I guess at this point you're going to kick the extra point, but
yeah, I would think
you want to
so.
save the 2 for when you have to have it.
Yeah, I would think so.
And like I said earlier, Gamel, 14 out of 15 last year on point after. So it's not like you don't have anyone that can kick the football.
Boyd just went up on Bell County, I think 31-22.
Yeah. Here's the extra point try.
Oh, yeah, he's got plenty of leg.
And he's got the leg, and he puts it through. 21-28 our score, 10:23 to go. Knott County will have the football when we come back.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. 10:23, fourth quarter, 28-21. Looks
David,
like Commodores is...
It's kind of like an old book. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times for the Knott County offense. First half, they put up 28.
Yeah.
So far in the second half, nothing.
Well, you know, you go in at halftime with a big lead, and these are young kids, and they said, well, hey, these guys can't play.
Yep.
And you come out, and all of a sudden the guys on the other side got a little mad, and they said, hey, we're better than this, you know. And so now you got a football game.
A break here, a break there.
Yeah.
And Jackson's right back in the game. So now Knott's got to really establish some tempo on offense.
Yeah.
They've been very disjointed here in the second half.
And they got to rest their defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Back for Knott Central again would be number 21. That's Mason Ambergy. He will be back there and had a nice run the last time. And the ball is coming to him. He picks it up at the 9, 15, 20-yard line, cuts back, gets around 20, and drops the football and picks it up.
Ooh.
He's going to have it at the 22-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Very critical that the Patriots use some clock and drive the football up the field.
It can't be a 3 and out.
Yeah. Prairie Central, 38-20, guys, and that game's had room all night. I mean, it's been 14 or better most of the night. So Prairie with a big game in Jackson tonight in the Honey Festival Bowl.
And anytime that you play down at Breathitt County and able to do that, that says a whole lot about your team.
So does Knott come out and try to establish the run again right here?
I would think so, but Jim Bob, I tell you, they're going to have to I think they're going to have to do some different things than running off, you know, the routes they're doing, and I think Coach Mullins will try to mix that up some here because
and you got to keep that clock running
because they had 9 in the box.
Yeah, and that's the thing Manus just hit on. You know, when you throw in an incomplete pass, the clock doesn't move, and next thing you know, you're giving the ball back up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of if you've got confidence, the short passing game wouldn't be a bad idea. As you can see right here, they're playing their safeties and corners really deep.
Just throw it out there.
And there's the handoff. Looks like Everidge is going to take that for no gain. I don't think. They was there waiting on it. 3rd down coming up, and it's going to be 3rd and 7.
I believe he was on the football. So
I think so. He's had a great football game tonight, that young man. He's hunted extremely well.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight and ran the ball hard at times tonight as well.
When you look at both teams going over to the sidelines, you see Jackson County up on their toes, running to their coaching staff.
Yeah. County
Central need a little bit of sass in their step.
They need a big play. Knott County does again to get
And this crowd is looking for a big play.
Yeah, we've got a nice crowd on hand tonight from Knott County.
Yeah,
and,
really good crowd.
Out supporting their team, and it's good to see that anytime you get a nice crowd supporting your
and you know,
team.
This is the Ginger Bowl game.
Yes, it is.
Gingerbread Bowl. Ginger Bowl. I was thinking about something else. Gingerbread Bowl.
It could be called the Ginger Bowl as well.
And there's excitement with the new facility. Yeah. And
you know, Knott County's put a good product on the field.
Hey,
and there is nothing, you know, sales seats like, you know, having a team that goes out and plays well.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking right here, if I'm Coach Mullins, I'm going to look to attack the middle of the field with the pass. You know, run 2 receivers deep and bring somebody underneath in the middle of the field.
Especially if they're still going to stay in that cover, too.
Oh, they will.
And I'm sure they're not. Why would they change?
Yeah.
And I think that if they had came out in that in the first half, it probably would have been a difference early on.
Yes.
Cougars still ahead over in Raceland?
No, Raceland's ahead. Not sure the last score. I think they're ahead by touchdown.
Yeah, did we mention the Hazard game?
Hazard's up
32-0.
And I want to tell you, that's my surprise tonight. I thought Hazard had a chance to win, but I thought it'd be a close game, guys. I really did.
Everidge is coming off the field.
He's walking on his own. I don't know if it's a cramp or what, but that young man has played well tonight, and he's played hard.
And so who do you go to now if they have to punt the football?
That's big.
I did not know that.
Because he's been a big advantage tonight.
Short, we'll get ready for the
and
that's motion.
Yep.
And
take them
movement.
5 yards.
Two people moving at the same time. They will not let you do that.
No.
And that will cost 5 yards. And the team we saw in the first half, we have not seen them in the second half yet, guys. They've got to get started because Jackson County, they're starting to play well.
Big mo.
Yeah. So Patriots need a drive here. 3rd down and about 13 with 9:04 to go in the football game.
And Jackson's showing blitz.
And they're coming.
And here's the pass. They got his man, and he's
he's at
the 40. 35, 30. He may go. Gibson says touchdown, Patriots. Nice run.
Hamburgie
gets it. Chance.
Chance.
I thought that was Gibson. They're both so tall. Oh, man, Chance, what a nice run.
And, you know, the quarterback throws it out there, and
they don't know where it's hit.
Amberg adjusts to the ball and comes to it and catches it on stride.
He was at the 45 when he made his turn and waited on the football just a second to hit him in the hand. Guys,
80 yards.
That is our play of the game so far. No question.
Did you hear that?
Everybody.
From the Knott County fans.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the players and coaches were getting a little frustrated, the yellow flags thrown on them, and, you know, making those mistakes, guys, and this is how you make up for it. You make a big play and get things going again.
I think we talked about it maybe last week, learning how to win.
Yeah.
And this was a point that maybe a Knott County team in the past would have been in that situation and just kind of hung their head, but this team shows the resilience.
Extra point. Wait, we got a flag, and it's on
in the neutral zone.
Jackson County this time. Now, will Knott County change from going for 1 point to they're going to go for 2 now.
They are.
Yes, they will.
In Raceland, 14-14, tied up right now.
Hey, the Cougars strike back.
Kobe Johnson with the run tied up.
I tell you what.
Can't wait to see him rumbling out of that backfield.
Yeah, big, strong guy.
Oh, he's a big, strong guy. Great kid. So Knott County's going to go for 2 here. Trying to get the play in.
You got Gibson back there with short and wideouts each way. And Short's going to keep it right up the middle.
That's the same play they scored on down here. Just fake to the fullback and keep it through the one hole.
Yes.
36-21 our score. We come back. Patriots will be kicking off to the Generals. Stay with us.
just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
36-21 our score as the Patriots march down on a big-time play as they cash in on 6, and then the 2-point conversion by Short. And, guys, a little breathing room for Knott County, you might say.
Yeah, I'd say that Coach Mullins took a big, deep breath right there. And, my goodness, what a play by Enberg. You know, and listen, Short laid a nice ball out there on him, too.
He did. He's made some good throws tonight, Short has. Jackson County getting ready as Clemens is back, and here comes the Generals up to the 30, 35, 40-yard line, 44, and it's going to be 1st and 10 right there. First down will be Jackson County, and Curtis with a big play for the Generals there to get them in good field position starting out. And if you're Jackson County guys, I would think you would want a quick drive, quick strike here if you could possibly.
Well, they can't grind it out.
No, not with 8.5 minutes to go.
We got 10 men out on the field.
Yeah. Clemens back. Here's the pass. Hits caught. No, he drops it. He's right in his hands. A good throw by Clemens right there. And you got to make that play. If you're Jackson County and you're behind 15 with 8:31 to go, you got to make those plays count. Georgia and Clemson tomorrow at noon. Is that correct?
You are correct.
And now, guys, what do you think about that game? All Bulldogs?
I'm saying Bulldogs.
Yeah. Our Seals run up the right side, and he's going to get about 7 on that carry.
Well, I like watching him run. You see him dip the shoulder down and take on the defender.
He does it every time when he goes to the right side. He's done that every single time. Just tough to be able to tackle him.
3rd and 3 coming up for Jackson County, and I would think they need to.
Yeah, and it's 4-down territory all the way from here on out for them.
Yeah, it's got to be. You're right. Here's a handoff. And
in the backfield.
Nowhere to go.
He makes the play.
Yep.
And that was number 4 in there.
And that number 4.
Thomas.
Because
he had cramps earlier, so I had mentioned had he gotten back in the game, and he showed us he's back in the game.
Absolutely. A big-time play. Nice hustle by him.
So here we go. Is this the game?
Well, this is, you've used your bag of tricks here. You're not going to run the toss pass again. So I'm going to say they're going to go back out and run that waggle and try to catch the tight end.
Okay.
So look at 88 over here lined up on our side. There's the waggle.
And he's going to be tackle. Oh, no.
He evades it.
He got it off.
Yeah, he got it off, but nice defense as
Turnover
he rolls to the right. Just not enough time as Knott Central puts the pressure on him, and Knott Central will have the football. Now, if you're the Patriots,
take a little air out of the ball, take your time, and just run the ball and try to. I think that they probably took the lead out of the pencil for Jackson at this point.
Yeah, that was a big score of the last play. I think Jackson County fit their way back, guys, but that play kind of took the fight out of them again, and Knott Central will have the opportunity here to take some time off the clock and run the football quite a bit here.
2 or 3 first downs right here, and I believe you can almost kiss it goodbye.
Gibson will come out to join his teammate, as Short will do the honor of letting the teammates know what Coach Mullins wants to run this time.
And they're counting to make sure they got 11 on the field.
Yeah, I think they
better call a timeout.
Too late. No, that's too late.
Officials already called.
Yep, too many men on the field. And
hey, we're going.
Uh-oh. The coach is saying, now, guys, 11, not 12.
But you know that in those situations, usually you've got your receiver coach, you've got your
Yeah.
line coach, and they're the ones responsible. As the head coach, you're not the one making the substitutions.
Yeah.
So, that's when
They were pointing at poor Gavin Mosley as being the 12th player. So. And he's pointing back at him and said, someone else came.
Guys, have we got Leslie County score? Has anybody got hit?
Oh, I
now?
have not seen a Leslie County score the last little bit. But, that won't be a problem.
Roberta Waddell Dewey watching in tonight from Western Kentucky, and she says it's cold down in that country.
I wish
I don't know.
Here.
She says it's cool.
Seeing some of that cool weather.
No, I'm just kidding. She says it's been pretty warm down in that country.
I thought so.
And Patriots will run the football up near the 40. It's going to be second down coming up.
And this is all those drills that you try to put your hands on both ends of the football.
Oh, yeah, cover the points.
Cover the points and do not let it. And, Jackson County is going to try to tackle the football.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And next week, the Cougars and Bobcats will try to tackle each other up in Whitesburg. So we'll look forward to that game. 18-6, Floyd Central over Leslie County right now.
Graceland just took a lead on Letcher Central.
Knott Central short, getting ready. Clock running at 6:26. Low snap, and I don't know here we go. Delay of game called by the head official, and that'll scoot it back 5. You do not want that, guys. You do not want that for your Patriots. You want to go ahead, run the football. Do not stop the clock.
It's kind of like in a good basketball game, and you're fouling to stop the clock. Same way in football.
Yeah.
Keep that clock running. Run that football as best you can.
Wide outs to the right, one to the left, as Short will hand it off. And Patriots get some run there. Nice run.
That's Hurley.
Hurley, number 33, the sophomore.
Deceptively quick coming through there.
He was.
Burst through that line.
Very impressive with that run, guys. Showed good speed, like you mentioned, Jim Bob, and he was motoring.
Yep.
6:10 in the game. 36-21 score. Third down coming up. First down. 1st and 10. I don't know why the clock has got third down. They get ready to change it right now. Run to the right side. Not much there. Picked up about 3. And that's Hurley again, running the football for Knott County.
And I like how he's got the ball covered up. Both hands against his chest. He's really keeping that ball security top priority.
Nice player, sophomore, guys. He's a nice-looking player. $29-yard line. Football. Second and almost 7.
And no hurry.
And no hurry as the clock's down to 5:16. Handoff. Hurley running again. He goes to the left side and picks up about almost 5 on the carry, and we'll have third down and about 3 coming up, close to it.
Since averages went out, Hurley has said, give the football to me.
Yeah, and he packed the linebacker about 3 yards that time on his back.
And I tell you, average, a nice game tonight for Knott County. That young man punted well, run the football well, just played well all the way around.
A little bit of miscommunication or
Here's the snap. Short hands it off, and Hurley will pick up what, guys?
Yeah, he's got the first down. He picked up 4.
He picked up 4 and a hard 4, too, right off guard. And so 1st and 10 for Knott Central. You would think one more first down would do it, guys.
About that.
Yeah,
but it's Hurley right, Hurley left, Hurley center, Hurley.
It's the Hurley show.
It's the Hurley show.
2 to the right and 1 to the left. Mr. Hurley, look out. Short will get the snap, and it's handed off. Right side we go, down to a 10, and all the way down to, that's Gibson running the football that time.
Yeah, I really like, he's very explosive.
Yep. And under 4 minutes to go in the football game, and Knott Central hangs on to the football. They can go to 2-0, and Jackson County will leave Hyman 1-1 if it holds up.
Yeah, you know, Jackson County's not playing in the district, so every game is like the most important game of the whole season.
Yeah.
Knott County Central getting primed for district play.
Yes, they are. They have Prestonsburg, Leslie County. Those games when he comes up. Gibson
yes,
in.
Good block.
He may have a touchdown. He does. Yep. And that could be the cake on the ice as Gibson takes it home and gives the Patriots 42-21 lead with 3:46, and they'll go for the extra point.
I didn't catch the number.
That's what I was trying to look at, who the that lead blocker was. It made such a good block out there.
Gibson running very hard.
Extra point coming up as the Patriots will try to tag on one more, as the crowd says, well, I think we're safe, and I think I may go home. But very impressed with Hurley on that run, guys, down the field. He takes a lot of his athletic ability after his mother, and we know that for a fact.
But you know, the thing about it is, when you get to rolling,
yeah,
rolling,
yeah.
I ain't gonna say rawhide. But
that is their song, by the way.
I wasn't gonna. But you know the thing about it is you did what you need to do to win the football game.
Yes.
And I say that kind of prematurely, but with 3:46, because I've seen things happen.
They had 2 or 3 big plays on those 2 series that probably took the momentum out of Jackson County, and it's probably going to give them their second win.
Well, you take away the third quarter, guys, and Knott County's played stellar ball on both sides. On both sides of the ball, and in special teams.
Special teams just came out tonight and played really, really well. And you know, they haven't been on this field a whole lot.
Here's the kickoff. Generals 15-20 up to 25. Clemens
got a lane.
He's got a little space, and he goes down at the 42. It's going to be 1st and 10 right there for the Generals.
You know, it's real tough to practice on a baseball or softball field getting ready, but you know, the facility wasn't ready, and it's just a whole different ball game playing on this turf.
Yeah, it really seems odd to be here to see the field like it. You know, you're used to that grass field, and you know, it's just so different. Clemens handoff to
got about a shirt.
Ashton Clemens, and he picks up about 5, 6
I think
guys.
More, closer to 7.
Oh,
yeah. Well, now the official scoots back a little, and it's going to be 2nd down to about 3. Would you imagine?
Yeah, and about a jersey.
Yeah. Jackson County's got to really roll. It's going to be really tough for them to come back 3 scores. Clemens right side, and he down to the 40, 35, all the way down to the 34-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Jackson County. I think the Commodores is about ready to close out, and Breathitt County with a big win. Hazards, no doubt, going to pick up their 2nd win tonight. And we will be down Hazard for long. 45-27, Commodores.
Well, that's a big win for Prairie Central. Coach Mark Dixon.
Yep. Seems like he always has his troops ready, though. He does a good job down in Prairie County.
Well, and the thing, too, Mark has gotten tremendous support from the school district.
Yeah.
You know, they've made a decision a few years ago to really go all in on football. And when you make that commitment from the board level and
Right.
from the district level, it pays off, and it's starting to do that. You go in there, weight room's phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And Coach Dixon's a good coach.
Mark's a great
Works.
coach.
He works his kids and gets them ready as they can possibly be to play
Oh.
football. And nice play.
Oh, didn't wrap up.
Patriots could have had a big-time play there. Kind of bounced off and got away. Ball on the 33. It's going to be second.
Good sportsmanship here by Jackson County.
And the Patriots may have a cramp, and I think they do.
Lawrence 42, Shelby Valley 34. So Shelby Valley ended up putting some points on the board.
Came back. So, second half.
And just so many new coaches this year.
Oh, yeah.
Shelby Valley new coach, Hazard
Yes.
new coach, Harlan new coach, Corbin new coach. I mean, there are just so many new coaches, and it takes a while for people to believe in you as the head coach.
Prairie Central and Leslie in volleyball. That will be coming up this
Wednesday.
week. Wednesday night. So you want to tune
Over
in
at
for that
Hyden,
one.
Kentucky.
Should be a dandy matchup over there.
Big 54th district matchup. Looking forward to it.
Kind of surprised Jackson using the timeout at this point.
Yeah, I am too.
Now they're
to be honest
going
with
empty,
you.
and they're going to have a procedure car delay game.
Yeah. They've done that twice today. Offside.
And, they're running the formation that they don't run, David. I mean, they went empty set right
Split
there.
out.
Yeah, they don't never hardly.
So, I
do
mean,
that.
that's not something that the receivers
Yeah.
probably do a lot of reps of in practice.
Just over 2 minutes to go here in Hyman. And Knott County, second win of the season. They go 2-0. Jackson County will be split in those areas at 1-1 as they'll go back home next week. And Clemens gets ready.
They went empty again.
Yeah. And in motion,
And
and here's the pass up the
Oh,
middle.
nice
Caught.
pass.
He's 10-5 touchdown. Nice play as Jackson County.
We don't have
we
his
don't
number.
have. I wish we had his name and
88.
Yeah.
his number.
He's made a couple of
And
nice catches.
He has made a couple of nice catches, and you would thought maybe he'd be involved more, but
You don't throw the ball a whole lot, but I mean, right there, I mean, they go
It's-
empty and
that's-
nobody covers the
that's
tight
the
end.
fifth pass in this game.
Well, that's probably going to be their high for the season.
Yep.
But just leaked the time at tight end out on a seam route, and
Yeah.
there was nobody anywhere near him.
27-43. Extra point try. Looks good and is good.
So
There
do they
goes
come out an onside kick here
Have
now?
to.
Have
No
to.
other choice, so we'll keep it here.
There's
They
a
have
penalty,
to.
guys.
Oh, we do have a
Flag
penalty.
on the field. I don't know if it was after the kick. Evidently, it was.
Well, the white hat, David Barker, will let us know.
And it is unsportsmanlike behavior on
Not.
Central.
Oh, offsetting.
Both.
30 seconds of no deciding. And you wouldn't believe where I got that from.
I do.
Mr. Harold Mullins.
Yes.
You get those double calls like that. And he said, well, they wasted 30 seconds of her time. And that's kind of, I remember that from our buddy.
So, yeah, it has to be a I would imagine their place kicker, pretty good place kicker. I'd say he probably works on that.
Yeah.
So, what's the difference, Jim, on an onside kick on a turf field as opposed to a grass field?
The big bounce. And, you've got a little bit more spring in the field out there. So as the kicker, I mean, he wants to kick the very top of the ball to get it to turn over one time and get that high bounce. And the bad thing is when the Knott County will obviously have their hands team up front. It is not for the faint of heart to try to catch that ball.
Absolutely. The hands team should be coming up to the line, I would think, for Knott County.
Doesn't appear to be so. I see a lot of big numbers out there.
Yeah. So you would figure maybe Gibson up there, maybe Ambergy up there.
Usually it's your tight ends and wide receivers who are
skilled.
up front.
You usually use skilled people.
I don't like to use the term skilled. As a former offensive lineman, I consider myself skilled.
Well, they're going to overload the left side, Jackson.
Don't say athletic.
I'll quit using that terminology. I'll write that in my notes for reflection.
So the kick is coming to 66 or 75.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Unless he kicks with the left foot.
And there's it is.
He didn't get the big bounce.
And there you go.
And I think Patriots recovered it, but it was close. They had a shot at it, guys.
Yeah, and the ball scooted.
Yeah, Clemens had a shot at it. He did. But Knott County will try to run this clock out just under 2 minutes.
And that was Leo Richardson that did an outstanding job as a lineman recovering that football.
I like that. Probably a very athletic move.
Guys, you need to pick your player of the game.
Yeah.
Mr. Gibson.
It was really tough. We had 3 or 4.
Yeah, I thought Everidge played a great game tonight as well. So
Gibson really impressed me on both sides of the ball. He came up.
Shane Gibson will be our Alice Lloyd College player of the game. We'll congratulate him. Nice game he had.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
Well, they didn't have the game ball out.
Yeah.
Consultation.
Like we're
say another dose of Hurley right here.
Absolutely.
Heavy dose, kind of like Sean Kemp.
And Hurley will take a fake to Hurley. Now the throw over the middle field and caught, and that was a surprise. That was number 7 for the Patriots. And we'll get his name here.
Brody Short.
Brody Short, you're right. Mr. Short.
I do like attacking the middle of the field.
Yeah.
You know, that's been an area that's open.
I wonder why the clock, there we go. The clock is running now. It's not central. They'll come up and take their time. 43-28 or score.
They're not going to take their time, I don't think.
They're going to try to run the football. Maybe get some guys some work here that don't maybe normally get a lot of work. Maybe. Who knows? Hurley again. And Hurley goes all the way down to the 34-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10, not central.
I would imagine I probably see the Patriots take a knee at this point.
I would expect that to occur.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they can't stop the clock now. I don't think. And,
right.
But they're not in victory formation, so I'd say you'll see another dose of Hurley.
Up the middle. Short will get ready. Wideouts each way, but it's going to be and we were right. Short. Hurley rather, maybe a yard on the play, half a yard, so it's going to be 2nd down. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think North Central will run another play, guys. I think that will do it. And a nice win for Knott County tonight. A great first half and then a great 4th quarter. 3rd quarter, Jackson County played their best ball.
Oh, by far.
And
they'll move on to play Lynn Camp.
And the final score here is going to be 43-28. Knott Central will be 2-0, and Jackson County will be 1-1. And Shane Gibson, our Alice Lloyd College player of the game, and Manus Blair, your final thoughts.
Thought Knott Central saw some things. They played, as Jim said, 3 really good quarters. But you know what? When it comes down to it, they pick up the win. Saw some really good things from their special teams.
Yeah.
Saw some really good things from both sides of the football. And they go into Lynn Camp 2-0.
Yeah, I agree with Manus, and I think that this Knott County program is a program on the rise. Much improved from what we saw last year. They've got a lot of weapons. I think that, they've got a chance of having a really strong season.
Absolutely. You're right, Jim Bob. Want to remind everyone, next week we'll be at Letcher County Central as Bell County will come in there. That'll be a 7:30 kickoff. I want to thank Mr. Jeremy Woolham on the camera tonight for us, Josh Corning on controls, our voice maintenance Blair, the man with the plan, Jim McCauley. I'm Dave Adams. We want to wish everybody a good night. Knott Central 43-28. Tune in next week, folks, from Whitesburg. It should